Let me move my camera. Why is this all up? Hello, everybody. PTP just dropped in, so hold on one second. I'm a mess. Let me get my headphones on. Okay, deep breath. Oosa. Hi, everybody. How have you been? How are you guys? What's up?
Hey, how are you?
Yo! What is up?
There you go.
There we go. Now I can actually hear you. I was like, you sound so far away. Oh no, it's coming through my headphones. It's an exciting week. Do you feel?
Yeah, everyone's busy.
Yeah, everyone's busy. I mean, it's only like there are like 5 launches this week, and it's electrifying.
And there's more coming. Like this whole next week, it's like pretty busy too.
Yeah. I mean, there have been a lot of launches, but I think just with Kings, and there have been like 3, and then there's a bunch of more campaigns, some small campaigns closing, and more than that, a lot of stupid people on Twitter giving us a lot of joy. So I've been really enjoying that. So just thought I would mention that. But everyone, hello and welcome chat. I'm here with PTP, Patrick Thomas Parnell, and we're going to talk about Lesson Seekers. Today is robot comic thingy. Robot toy.
Right.
Robot toy that comes with the comic that I did art for.
Like first and foremost, it's a comic book. So and like the toy is just kind of like a happy accident that kind of just came along. But first and foremost, it's a comic.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I didn't even know this until my friend told me. But like, because I didn't buy Transformer toys when I was little, and I don't think we had that in Taiwan either. But apparently in America, Transformer toys would come with comics in the backing board, like you were doing.
Yeah. Well, they did that a lot back in the day, and they still do that. I mean, like Mr. Todd McFarlane is kind of still doing that today. You know, if you go to Target, like they have like DC books that come along with McFarlane toys now. So it's kind of like a long tradition, but yeah, I mean, like I've been working on this story for a while in comic book form, and again, like it just so happened like things lined up and we were able to do a toy at the same time. So it's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm gonna pull that up in just one second. 1 second. PT was in a dumpster
and thank you for doing a piece for me, by the way.
Oh, of course. Oh, I hope you like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's so good. I was trying to think, when I was thinking of my friends, I was like, who do I want to see draw a robot? And I was like, I bet you Irene would do a good robot.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you, you know how I hadn't I wasn't being given any work that I really enjoyed when I was working for the mainstream. And like I actually really like sci-fi because I'm a huge Ghost in the Shell fan.
Mhm.
So I actually like sci-fi just as much as fantasy. Just happens that my comic is a fantasy comic. So I really appreciate that. I thought that was loads of fun.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll get you to do some more. I could trick you to do some more.
Yeah, you don't have to trick me.
I, I, I definitely
Just let me
think I
know.
definitely think that your mini comic sold the best out of our little secret thing. I think everyone scooped
Really?
up yours the most. Yeah, I think so.
You're just saying that because I actually like the other piece more, the one that's facing towards the camera, like the full body one.
Yeah,
Who did
yeah,
that
yeah.
with
The
the?
Matt Barr's one is pretty on point. Matt Barr and Billy Bosco did a really good job.
Oh, Matt Barnes is great, but it's the that other piece though, that the artist that I don't know. You showed me like a traditionally inked version of it, and he had like a couple different versions.
Don Figueroa. Oh yeah. Well, that guy's
Like, I
like
mean, they all look great, but
he's like a robot legend.
oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Yeah, that
Yeah.
looks
I
so
mean,
good. That was
yeah,
that was so.
like you know what, how much you love fantasy. Like that's him and robots. You know what I'm saying? It's like he
Mhm.
lives and breathes like robots, and he has for like 20 years. So it's just like it's like his thing. And he like disappeared for a while, and I found him on Twitter, and he was just posting old stuff, and like that was actually the first thing that he drew in like a year. He like just he didn't actually draw anything for like
Holy
a year.
shit! Oh my
Yeah.
god. I mean, was he just
So
all pent up and he was like, "Oh yes, I finally get to do it."
yeah, no, actually, no, he was very excited about that. And
Oh.
he liked the idea that we were able to that we were trying to do something new. Like when he was working on Transformers, he was always trying to do something new, and he never was able to get it off the ground.
Mhm.
So he was just stoked that we were trying to do something different. Like uh, I'm not just a fan of Transformers. Like I like Robotech. Like I like Gundam Wing as well. Voltron is also like one of my favorite things. So it's like this story is kind of like a mashup between like all those things. And when I explained it to him, he was just like, "It's so awesome you're doing this." He's like, "I want to do this," and and he even did another piece for us as well. Here, let me show you. Um,
Okay. Let me say hi to chat real quick. There's Coleman, Nord Turbo, Renata, Starkey, hello! Oh, the PTP was in the dumpster D-Wag. That was an epic stream. I barely remember it, and that's how you know it's good.
yeah,
Tonight's a busy night.
I was drawing and watching and enjoying myself.
It was so great.
Sometimes it's fun just to watch.
It is, yeah. It is fun. But yeah, it's I was gonna just like chill for a day without streaming, but then it's like, well, it's my campaign and it hit 100K, so I have to hop on, and it was loads of fun. Which, by the way, I have a new update. Okay, let me just pull this up and hold on 1 second. I'll pull up the campaign and then I'll show your
Pull it up and
screen
pull it
as
out.
well. Pull up and pull out. Here you go. Alrighty. So here in Last of the Seekers. Yay! But before we get into Last of the Seekers, just one real quick announcement because I just posted an update. So if you don't mind, I want
Oh
to
yeah, absolutely.
let
I'm
yeah.
interested.
I want to let anybody who doesn't know yet. Ooh, let's see where we are at now. So, Phoenix Chapter 2 Origins launched on Saturday, and we're already at 100K. Holy shit. I don't,
That's
I
crazy.
can't even comprehend it yet. It's so crazy. But thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody who's backed this book already. And so I put up the stretch goals on Monday, and on Tuesday we hit 100K, which is the first stretch goal or the first like active one because we hit the whatchamacallit, trading cards. I was just like, okay, I'm just
Uh,
gonna give everybody trading cards right out the bat because it's like we're at 100K. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I'm nice like that. But so I just posted the rules for the fan art contest. So if anybody is interested, you can go check it out. You don't have to be a backer, although I would really hope you would be. It's a really awesome book. It's only $25 for chapter 2. I'm so proud of this book. It's gonna be so great. So you should definitely check it out. If you haven't yet, please. So the rules are, pretty clear, pretty straightforward. I'm just looking for one illustration of anything from Fiendish, as long as it's clearly a character or a creature or environment from Fiendish. Be creative. I want something in your style, but as long as the designs look like my designs. But if you want to draw something in your own style, right? That's totally cool. And the award right now is 400 USD for the winner and
400
$50.
smackers.
400 smackers for the one
That's right.
for one winner and $50 for two runner-ups. And if we can hit some more stretch goals before the deadline, which is Halloween. So October 31st, Halloween is the deadline. And if we hit, I think like 2 or 3 more stretch goals, we will get to a stretch goal that increases that amount. So everybody, if you're interested in winning this $400, perhaps more, then you should take a look at the campaign and check it out. And I have like a
What's the
nifty
next stretch
little
goal?
The stretch goal. Oh, it's just like adding. I'm thinking adding $200 to the main prize and another, just increasing the award amount for everybody who wins.
I mean, when is the next? What's the next earmark? Like, what's the
Oh,
next point?
I don't remember. Let me look on my back end. I was literally just looking through this. Oh gosh. What is the next one? I think I'm just going by 10K. So every 10K is a new stretch goal right now. So
that sounds good.
It sounds decent. I mean, I don't know how that's the idea right now. It depends on how fast the campaign is going, but I really wanted to get to a couple of big ones. Like I've been talking about, I want the world map to be printed on canvas, and like that's kind of expensive, but I really want to push for that, and that's at least 150. So I want to at least get to that before I print the book. So that's my goal, everybody. That's what I want to do. So please help me out here. I want to make this campaign as awesome as possible. And I'm really, really proud of this work. I'm already 50% done with the inks, and the colors are being worked on. So I'm hoping to be early this time. That would be really great.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm working hard. I'm really aiming to deliver something absolutely fucking fantastic. So there you go. There's a Fiendish at 100K, and I have this nifty little JPEG you can download. See, I make good designs, right? I'm so proud of that. It's cute
you are good at it. Again, like you're super well rounded. Like design, like I like that you did your trailer in After Effects.
Yeah,
you're just like, oh, I just did it in After Effects.
Well, yeah, I do animation, and I worked in gaming. So thank you, Teflon Ron. It's sort of because I started doing art professionally, like right out the bat, like right out of high school. I always wanted to do that. So you realize pretty quickly that to make a living, you want to be well rounded. It's sort of like whenever someone asks you to do art, you just say yes first and then you learn how to do it. So by nature, you just kind of learn a diverse skill set. But, I think everybody has a focus. For me, the focus is comics. But, just to pay the bills, like you got to learn how to do a bunch of other stuff.
Well, yeah, it's super important to be able to do like illustration work, but also like graphic design work. Because I mean, at one time, like illustration and graphic design were the same thing, and then it doesn't hurt to be a pretty good photographer, and if you know how to make trailers, if you know how to make clothes, it's like all that stuff is like important, and it just enriches your campaigns more. You know what I'm saying? Like you have more stuff.
Yes.
I mean, like the map making thing that you did, like that was one of my assignments in my computer illustration class was students had to make like a map like that.
Oh, really?
And yeah. And
didn't even have that.
Yeah, like so in computer illustration, that was like the out of the 4 or 5 assignments, that was like one of the last ones. But that was a good one because they had to use Illustrator and they had to use Photoshop together. Like they couldn't just use one. But it was a good one because it was like you learned about putting words down on top of graphics and spacing and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's important to be able to do all that stuff, especially for us, because it's like a lot of us are just like 1-man or 2-man shows, and it's like it's like you have to be able to do that stuff on the fly, especially like I remember when you said you were putting together your campaign, like you were up like the whole night before. Like that's the same thing with me. It's like I'm up the whole night
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
like this tweaking this, like moving this a centimeter over. I always get like my like some type of like edits wrong because I'm an idiot, but it's
Oh
like
my
art
god. It like
like
something
art and layout
always go
wise.
oh. Yeah.
Well,
But
like, and for me,
it's
I'm
so
over
nuanced.
anxious to get it up too. So it's like I'll make these little like errors, grammar errors, and stuff like that. But because I'm looking at just the design, um,
Yeah,
but
same. Like I did some stupid mistakes. Like I just want everything to be perfect, right? So, like I think for I had like some spelling errors, and for a couple of boxes I was supposed to check, I messed up the drop down menus for like the wooden plaques, and so like
mhm.
I'm an artist. There's a reason I'm an artist. Like I can design things, I can tell a story, but when you tell me to figure out how all this technical stuff works, I mean I'm decently good, but when you're up all night and it's 5 a.m., something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah,
But
some of those decisions are like not good decisions at 5 a.m. You have to like you might want to wait on
yeah.
those ones.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna rethink working on a campaign at 5 a.m. next time. But anyways, oh Matt G for two, thank you. Matt G just yells yes,
Yes.
yay! Thank you, Matt G. I have a couple of super chats just really quickly. Kaduku for 5, thank you. Hi Kaduku in Ragnar Lothbrok voice. A dream of Rini. Not you, not you, not you, and not you, me! Because as a ruler, I have the last say. Me! Was that good?
Yeah.
I tried. I tried, guys.
Whatever puts the asses in the seats.
Yes, that's what people like. Can I do it for two again? Oh, thank you. Carl Mashek is your daddy? He's not, but who's that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. We got a busy night today. I think Narwhal was launching. I was waiting for a link, but I didn't see it. I think it's gonna be busy. I'm hoping to jump on someone's stream. I think Tucci is streaming at like 9 or 10, and
Hmm.
I'd like to hop over wherever Narwhal's launching. I don't know what's going on, but looks like a busy night, guys. But right now,
Yeah, I
here
think
is the
it's gonna.
best place to be.
I think it's gonna be busy like all the way up until like December 15th.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, because the holidays. And
yeah. My prediction is like we just have a lot of things lined up because I mean, I know like we have things like lined up. Like we're putting. I mean, obviously like we're doing Last of the Seekers right now, but we still have the Johnny Phantasm thing that I'm wrapping up right now. And
oh, right.
I'm putting up that new Dale cover soon. We have new Johnny Phantasm action figures coming in. I mean, it's like I know like just on my plate I have a lot of stuff, so it's like I'm sure everyone else has a lot of stuff lined up, and
Yeah.
everyone wants to get it done before the holidays.
Yeah, exactly. I've got I got my campaign, but I'm traveling and I've got like 3 covers for other people. Everyone wants to launch before the holidays, you're right. Or you want to end before the holidays because nobody's gonna be no asses are gonna be in seats when Christmas hits. He's a monster for 199. Thank you. It says I have to say it. Pat at red nice. What's that? What does that
I
mean?
don't know.
I don't
It's
get it.
he's a monster. Just add it to the archive. Like he's laying out some type of code for us, and we have to kind of
Right. I remember now. He posts like weird cryptic messages. We're
yeah.
gonna
It's like
realize like a year from now, it'll suddenly be like, oh, we see the picture.
yeah. He's
He's
actually an
actually
AI
telling us.
computer from the future, and he's like one of
Yeah.
those he's like one of those quantum computers that like only Google or like not Steve Jobs, but like Bill Gates has. It's like and he's broken out of his AI computer and he's giving us messages of the future.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's
but
okay, somebody start compiling his messages now.
yeah, well, that's what Whitney wants to do. Yeah, it's like Skynet. It's like
Yeah.
I think he's a monster might be like a rogue Skynet element.
Yeah, I think so too. That's what it looks like. Did I miss anything? I think I think that's it. That's it. Alrighty. I'll continue scrolling. Oh, he's a monster again for 9.99. Have I been casted out by the Outcast chat? I will leave if wanted. You haven't been casted out.
No. We love it. I'm
We
documenting
love
all of this.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we love it. I think it's awesome. I
And
think it's
plus, like,
awesome.
I love his little icon there too. That was is that OTAP Jesus, whatever the fuck he's called.
Oh, Hotep. Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, his
I know
character.
that was a funny stream.
I don't think I saw that. I know him though. I think I saw him on Tim Cast. So that's where I
Well,
know him.
that's the picture from him from Simcast.
Oh, from Simcast. Oh, right. He's like surrounded by the girls.
Yeah, remember? And he was like, like we had this whole like breakdown of that.
Oh God, that was so funny. Yeah, I remember now. Deanno for 5. That's euros, right? Thank you. Are you going to do an artist edition stretch goal? I don't think so. I think I'll do a whole separate campaign because what I realized is I don't want to add on anything. Just real quick, back to this. I don't want to add on anything after launch. I launched because
Mm-hmm.
then I'll like kind of force people to back again if they really want it. And
Mm.
also I have this give me everything tier, and like that's already supposed to be everything in the campaign. So it's just about it's keeping a
That would be
promise.
cool
So
though to do an entirely different campaign where it's just all black and white.
I think I'll do that. I'll be able to do like a big edition as well. So
Yeah.
that'll
That's a good idea.
yeah. So I won't add more books to this campaign. I'll just upgrade everything that already exists. There you go. Alrighty. So what are you sharing? Let's pull this up.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we were talking about Don and how excited he was to draw robots again. He's like, give me something else to do. So I told him about this other character in the story who was called Renegade. And I was just like, Renegade just attacked by a bunch of Robotech robots, and this is when he came back. He was so excited on how the first one came out. He was like, I want to draw something else. So I got Matt Yaki to color this one. But yeah, this one came out pretty good. And then again, like you can kind of see in this story how we're going. There he is, Matt Barr. Like
Hey. Here we go.
like you can kind of see how it's like we're doing kind of like a Voltron, Starscream, Gundam Wing type of vibe with how this guy, like Optimus Prime a little bit. It's just kind of like a mashup of all these things that we really like. But the fun part about it is like, yeah, he's a robot, but he's also piloted by like a hot chick. So there's kind of like the hot chick element
Mm.
as well. Um,
Mm.
that's kind of like the Robotech side of this mask as well. Knight Rider.
I like that. I mean, I wish I knew. I found out at some point the pilot was a chick. I think when you drew that piece with her, and I was like, oh, I wish I knew, and I would have drawn her. But I don't know if you wanted that. But oh,
No,
next
wait,
time,
wait,
right?
what you did was perfect. What you did was perfect.
Yay! I mean, hot chicks with robots. I mean, that's awesome. I love to draw that. Aardvark, back at Keela, live now and you go. Yes, Aquila, because I remember how to pronounce it. For 2, thank you so much. Says congrats. Also, thanks for supporting Aquila last night. Of course, congrats on the closeout. I think Aquila is still in demand. If it is, everybody go check it out. Thank you, Aardvark. Matt Bart, do you want to come on? I didn't send a link to anyone else, but you are more than welcome to come on.
Yeah, get
So,
Matt in here.
yeah, get him out of here. All right, I'm gonna send the link to Mr. Barr here, and we'll switch back to this. Tell us your pitch about this lovely comic.
So basically, it's about a robot who is a kind of like a robot archaeologist, and he's like searching for artifacts from his destroyed planet. And he comes across, like, in one of these artifacts that he's looking for, he comes across a girl, basically like kind of sleeping. She's kind of like in this stasis. Um, and they become friends, and they kind of have to like team up to kind of figure out where they belong, like in this universe, because she doesn't really have much recollection of where she came from. He's kind of looking for clues to what happened to his destroyed planet. And they're going from solar system to solar system, looking for artifacts, looking for clues. And just like the old like A Team or Knight Rider or MacGyver, like every time they go to like a new solar system, there's some type of dilemma that they have to help the locals with, or something that will lead them to whatever they're looking for. Um, so it's fun. It's like it's kind of like it's got a little bit of Knight Rider. It's got a little bit of Airwolf. It definitely has like Transformer vibes, Voltron vibes. It's kind of like my love letter to like all that stuff that's all mashed up into one. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for like a super super long time. And I've been brainstorming for probably about 2 years and working on this robot design for about 2 years. And luckily I was able to hook up with Matt, hook up with Kelsey. I hooked up with Arvid Nelson, who's helping me write it. And got a hold of Don for the cover, and then of course I got a hold of Peter for the actual robot design, the 3D model of it, and everything just kind of
Mhm.
worked out really good. Just lined up like really well. But again, first and foremost, it is a comic book. The comic book is kind of like the lore of it. Like, the comic book is going to be an ongoing. Like, we're going to do a couple a year. It's
Mhm.
22 pages, but it looks like it's going to be headed like once we merge the Kickstarter and the Indiegogo together, with the total, it looks like there's going to
Mhm.
be about 10 more pages like added. So
Ooh,
it's going to
okay.
be probably about 30 pages, 32 pages. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's like when I was younger, there was Robotech, there was Voltron, there was Transformers, there was GoBots. Later on in life, there was Gundam Wing, and the a little bit of that Power Rangers action. Yeah, like there really hasn't been like a cool like robot thing like in a while, like a new robot thing. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to make a cool new robot thing. So that's what we're
Yeah.
trying to do.
Mhm. Sweet. I mean, I imagine it can't be easy to be. I mean, you talked about it though, doing the mold and everything, all the moving parts that go into this toy. It's not as it's more complicated than even doing a regular figurine that's articulated,
Yeah, I mean,
obviously.
like when I started working on the comic, it was like the toy was just like, "There's Matt. What's up, Matt?"
So,
Yo,
So when I started like working on this jet, like I knew I wanted it to be like a jet, and I had him looking a certain way. But then once I hooked up with Peter, who Peter is the toy designer from Poland, um, he had a couple of robots already kind of like in the works, but they were like real like blocky, like they were real
Mhm.
simple, just like they didn't even look like anything. But what I did was he would send me like a CAD scan of it, and I would draw on top of it. I'd put like it's almost like you put an armor on them, like shoulder pads, like a chest plate. And then what he would do is he'll in CAD he would like transform it, like he would show me what it would look like folded up, and then
Mhm.
and then I would draw like the wings on it a little bit more, and then he fold it back to the robot, and you kind of go in and you go out, you go in and out, and then you try to get to the point where it looks good in both modes. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
Um, and then
Oh,
and then once we
cool.
and then once we got to a point where it looked good, then that's kind of like when I started showing it off to people. But like maybe a little bit later on, I'll show some of the real rough stuff, like where we started, because it's like we came a long way, and you got a real big
All
super
right.
chat.
Oh, yeah. Let me catch up real. By the way, this is gorgeous. I just saw that.
Oh,
That's
that's
so
what's
good.
going
that's
on, y'all?
by Jay Ryan. Jay
Oh my
Ryan
god,
is
I
a
love it.
is a
What's
pretty
up,
cool
Steve?
dude.
That's so Ghost in the Shell. I'm like nerding the fuck out right now.
Well, it's funny.
He's a
Like I told him,
monster for.
I
Go ahead.
oh, I was telling him that I wanted like like that scene where Batman is driving like that tank Batmobile in Dark Knight
Yeah.
Returns.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that wide angle shot that Frank Miller did. That was kind of like what I wanted, like a real wide angle to show like the cockpit.
Yeah,
If you
I can see that, but like the fisheye looks just like gets so cool and the colors. Okay, all right. It's pretty. I want a print of it. He's a monster for 199. Getting kind of depressing. The future is dark. No have kids. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am 100% convinced that He's a Monster is an AI from the future sending us a
I know.
message now. Holy crap, that's a really big super chat. Okay, let me get down to it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Count Duke over 5. Dude Carl Masick took Macross, Southern Cross, and most Pieta from Japan and made it into Robotech. Oh.
Yeah. Robotech is like is a bunch of cartoons is mashed into one. But yeah, they actually just came out with a really cool Macross. I say Macross. Toy recently. It was like super expensive, but it looked really good.
Interesting. Now I know. Yeah, I don't know that much about. Oh, I don't know anything about robot toys and the history. But now I'm learning just a tiny little bit. The
Well, if
people
you got
who
any
type it
questions, you just ask me.
isn't
I'll let you
happen.
know.
Oh, he's the master. The Type A Yay cars, they'll happen. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just really busy right now, but they'll happen. Spot UV is not happening. Thank you, Xena XXL, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Yay. All right, let me get you. Who sent that huge super chat? Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all wild. Y'all wild. Nolan Lockhart. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, thank you so much, Nolan Lockhart. You don't have to do that. Thank you for $100. Nolan says, congratulations on 100K, Irene. It is well deserved. I knew when you first came around that your potential here was huge because of your awesome fusion art style, wonderful personality. Oh, thank you. It's all right. And deep world building. Yay! Keep it up! Yay! Thank you! Well, thank you all for putting up with me. I'm glad I haven't scared all of you away yet. And I really appreciate it, Nolan. Aw. All right, any more? I think that's. Oh, there's more. Oh, He's a Monster is trying to. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't understand what you're saying. He's a Monster. $4.99. So one time I wake up naked on the side of the road, the bugs let me up. Okay! Alright, I'm getting a little scared now. Alright. Let's continue talking
What
about
is
it.
that figure, Matt? What are you looking at?
I ordered the Ghost Maker.
Ghostmaker.
Yeah, I don't even know who this fucking was when I
That looks
ordered it. I
cool.
just saw it online and was
Ooh.
like, "Oh, that's fucking dope!" Because with like a couple of swords, comes with a couple of 2-3 swords here. Go in the back.
Yeah,
But he's kind of about
like
this.
some of those figures just look good.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what the fuck, and I think he's about the same size as my Duncan Idaho that I have.
I like that. I like how it's one of those futuristic designs that don't look stereotypically futuristic. That it could
Yeah,
be anything. That like the shape language is really good.
Well, what's cool about
yeah, it's
that
kind
figure?
of
It's like
cool.
it's like I don't know who that character is, but you can put him with like your He-Man figures or your Batman figures or whatever.
Yeah, what property is that from?
It's Batman.
Batman?
Yeah, I
I
have no idea who
Googled
that
it.
is.
So this is my. He's about the same size.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
those go together. That's well, I mean, those are both McFarlane, so absolutely.
Don't
It
you
looks
fucking kiss.
looks really cool, except those pants are atrocious. What's
It's
the
like
articulation like?
It's soft. It's got like a soft plastic to it, kind of a rubber,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
there's some a little bit. The fucking foot is like has like angular. It's
Oh,
got
the
a
foot is good.
toes.
toe going on,
Yeah, I like
Oh
toe stuff.
wow. Oh,
but
that's good.
this part there's kind of one joint there. The
Yeah,
body has like some midsection shit. The head going. I don't know. I might
Marty's
it's
repaint it.
pretty
there was
good.
Dune figures. Yeah, there was Dune figures.
I thought
There's
that was
Dune
a Dune
figures,
figure.
but yo, they only had like the good guys. They didn't have any Sardaukar or I think they had like one build your own.
Yeah, it was Build a Figure Batista, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah. I got his
That's
fucking
lame.
arms
I
here
want a
still.
soda car.
He has arms.
Yeah, I got Sardaukar arms. But yeah, there's no Sardaukar figure. So when I saw this guy, I was like, oh, he looks kind of Sardaukar.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Right? So I'm thinking I might
Yeah.
repaint him some,
Just make them all black.
Yeah. Well, the Sardaukar in the movie had like the kind of white and grayish
Yeah.
kind of a thing going on. So
I want a figure of everything. Oh my god, that would be fun.
We'll
I don't really
see.
collect toys, but if they made Dune movie figurines, I'd buy those. I want all the figurines articulatable, and then I want a Baron Harkonnen toy that's just a giant sponge that I can just like dunk in the water and just squish, and like black ooze
I want
comes
an
out.
action figure of Sting.
Of with
Yeah.
Sting?
Yeah, Sting. Remember Sting in the original Dune? I want that action figure.
Well, dude, I'm old enough to have like I don't have many more, but I had those. I had like the Stilgar, and I had the Paul, and I had the
Uh-huh.
fucking Worm. You know, like I remember buying them when they were like in Toys R Us, like cool and
Yeah.
new. Well, I don't know if they were cool, but they were
Build-A-Bear.
new.
Build-A-Bear. Yeah, those pants though. Everything was great except those fucking pants.
Yeah, the MC Hammer pants.
Yeah,
Mm-mm,
it's like some kind of weird like Tokyo anime design, right? They like to do giant
yeah.
boxy pants with weird sneakers.
Yeah, it was weird. It's like, that's Batman? Anyways.
Damn. Look at that. Look at that
Yeah.
cover. Let's
This
Did you
is
already go
so.
through Irene's cover? Can we look at that again real quick?
No, nobody wants to see that. Actually, no. Yes, you should look at it because it's really great. This is mine. Pew pew. Pew pew. Bing bing bing. Pew
Yeah, it
pew.
came out so
I
good.
mean,
I
Yeah.
really like the Halo rings you decided to put in the background, because size wise, like I mean, he's so big, like so those things are like humongous behind him. That's the way I saw it.
yeah. I didn't quite realize just how big he was, but then obviously in the comic he's holding the girl, so now I can definitely see gigantic. It's like bigger than an Eva
Yeah.
probably. So,
Bigger
Oh
I'm
than
yeah,
a
proud of
Ziploc.
this.
so that
Here's the other
that
version.
cover is, oh yeah, that one came out great. So Irene's stealth cover is available with a black key sheet on the campaign if anyone's interested in that.
Yep, these are accurate to the versions, the actual colors of the toys, and I really like the black and red one, so I did this version, and then
Yeah,
Patrick's like,
it's
I
funny.
want
It's
that too.
like
I was like, cool.
so originally, like when I did the green one, I was thinking of like the Destructicons. I don't know if you know who the Destructicons are, Irene, but
I do, yeah. I
you do.
actually
Okay,
know
good. All
that.
right. So I was thinking of like the Destructicons, like green and purple and a little bit of yellow, and then you know, just messing around, I just made one like all like I got rid of all the hue, and I liked how it looked, and then I was like, well, let me just put a little splash of red on them. And I was like, we should make another color. I was like, since we're already gonna have the machines running anyway, let's just throw some different plastic in there. Um,
hmm
and then once people saw the red one, like everyone wanted the red one more. So it's like, like
Yeah.
I had to make a special tier. It was like if people signed up like beforehand, there's unlimited red
Look
figures.
at that. Look at that.
If you didn't sign up, there was only 50 available.
Uh,
But the red one, the red one was the sleeper. Like people got very excited about it.
Yeah, I like the red one the most too. It just looks cool. Yeah, I mean, I kind of just like black and dark colors to begin with, but it just there's
Mm-hmm.
like a badassery to it, and I love the name, the stealth version. It's really fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff.
Just simple.
Stealth.
Mm.
Well, like in
Just
the
like that.
story, he has the ability to kind of like cloak himself, not like
Oh, okay.
invisible, not like invisible, but just like just off radar. So when he does that, he kind of changes his color.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. He's a monster for $9.99. Oh, here we go. I wake up later. I wake up later. Looked like I had chicken pox. I said, "Who tried to F a friend? She was big. I can only hope she didn't." Oh my god, this sounds like not very consensual. What is going on? Do you need help? He's a monster. Are you trapped in a dungeon somewhere and trying to send out signals of help?
I'm telling you,
If you
there's
are, don't stop super chatting me and call the police. I'm just kidding. Thank you for the super chat very much. I'm sorry, I just don't understand you, but I appreciate the super chats. Dooku for 5, thank you. Here's a Robo Manga culture fact. EVS brought up Transor Z, the American adaptation of Mazinger. The show used the song "Come a Chameleon" in an episode. Okay.
Come a chameleon.
Oh, here's a Monster for $1.99. The red got me too, PTP. He likes the
So that
red
make
one.
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into like drawing the girl and stuff. Like right now, we're just kind of drawing robots and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
once we
yeah.
start showing the woman and them interacting, like we'll be able to show that it's not just a transformer. It's actually something a lot bigger and cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Story
Yeah,
wise.
It's like there's gonna be this whole relationship between like her and the robot. Like it's gonna be kind of like a mix between like Iron Giant and like Knight Rider, where it's like the robot kind of like talks back once in a while, and they kind of like bicker. Like there's this scene where it's like she's flying him, but she's got the controls, and he's like, you know, he's arguing that he's gonna fly, and she's like, "No, I got this." And he's like, "How can?" He's like, "I'm the plane. Like, how can you fly it better than I can?" She's like, "I just can't. Like, just shut up."
She's got him by the stick.
Yeah, she's got
right?
him by the
I mean,
stick.
it's like you're awesome, you're badass, and you just get like this little chick climbs up in you and grabs you by the stick, and you're just like, all right, I guess you're.
Yeah,
That's a familiar experience?
No, I'm kidding.
Tommy Mark, what's up? Hey, say hi to everybody. What's up?
Yo,
Tommy,
Mark?
Mark's gonna hail spam. What's up, spam? Mark's gonna be on tomorrow. I'm doing a special show for Krishna, so you guys should make sure you're around for that. Yeah.
I got mine.
Oh yeah.
But so yeah, I mean, there's a fun comic book, and then there's a fun toy that goes along with this. And one of the things, like talking about, like we were just talking about, like it's super important to be a good graphic designer when you're coming up with some of these ideas. So it's like I did all the package design like myself. Like I wanted to do, I call it like a neo retro thing, where it kind of like looks like old school, but it has kind of like a new twist to it. So it's like everything from like the comic book to the toy to the package design. Like I want all to be seamless. I wanted to seem like this thing that's kind of like familiar, but it's like new and exciting at the same time. And just make something just fun, like make some escapism. Let's see what this robot and this chick can get up to.
Escapism.
Other alien races and stuff.
Escapism.
Right?
No, there's no racism. But we, instead of calling him like the black version, I would like to refer to him as the robot of color, if we could.
The robot of color, right? That was a criticism in the chat. I'm glad you realized that was much more progressive. That's what we're all about here, everybody.
So it's like either you like the green one or you like the robot of color. It's
Well, I like the robot of color because I'm just that much of a good progressive girl. Xeno XSL, I think I scared He's a Monster off. I didn't mean to scare you off. We still love you. Xeno XSL for 2, thank you. How is the toy being produced? Good question. Well, you have a couple of versions, right? You have the Keshi and then you have the proper toy.
Yeah. Well, the Kishi is made by Sir Eric Huffles, who makes the Kishis at his house. He's got a little system of die cast, or not die cast, but a molding that he does. These are going to be plastic injected, so these are going to be basically made the same way that like Transformers or masterpieces are made that you get like at Walmart or Target or you buy online. Like they're not going to be 3D printed. Like although some of our examples here are 3D printed, like these are going to be completely legitimate plastic injected. There's a company called Ramen Toy who have recently worked on like Silverhawks and 80s Commanders, aka the Centurions. They saw the robot and they were like so stoked on it. They thought it looked so good. They were like, please, like, let us help you make this. This looks great. So I have their toys. Like I'm a fan of theirs. So just the fact that they wanted to help was pretty exciting. So Ramen is helping us with the manufacturing side of things, and we're in good hands. So it's like when people get this figure, it's like they're gonna see some legit like toy making. Like this isn't like your Walmart transformer. You know, like your Walmart transformer, like if you pick it up and you turn it around, there's a lot of hollow points behind him because he just looks good in the front. You know, like our guy, he's completely encased. You know, the back of his legs, the back of his thighs, the back of his arms, the inside of his arms, it's all encased. You know, so it's like for people that collect robots, he's kind of like on a mainline size, so he looks like the size that you would buy like at Walmart or Target, but he is like a masterpiece quality. Like he's got a lot of pins. He's put together just super well.
About how big would the transforming toy be? About
He's gonna be a little bit taller than 7 inches.
okay, so about like yay big.
So about the same size of that figure that Matt just had. Those two figures that
Okay,
Matt. So when he stands up tall, he'll be as tall as those guys. So
okay,
in the Transformer world, that's called a Voyager class.
Mm.
and,
okay.
Voy- and
Voyager
Voyager
class.
Voyager Voyager class at Target usually goes for around $50 to $59.
Hmm.
So ours is a little bit more expensive, but it's like we're indie toy making, so obviously it's gonna be a little bit more pricey, but it's not too far off from what they charge at Walmart and Target.
That's so. I mean, it's hard. It's just so amazing that you can make a toy as an indie creator, but still,
Yeah,
I think
well, I
people
mean,
understand.
again, like I was talking about this on Sunday, like this project is actually more balls than brains. It's probably not the best idea to do this idea.
That's what we're here for. Just throwing things out there and without thinking about it, and then people like it.
well, I remember when I was talking to like Mr. Biggins about it. He was just like, he's like, "Are you gonna make any money doing this?" And I was like, "I don't think so. I just want to do it. It's one of those things that like I feel like there's a gap that needs to be filled. Like we could have our own robot story over here at CG.
Yeah,
You know, it's a
that's awesome
genre.
though.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm kind of. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but it's like I'm doing this for the cause. I'm doing this because it's like it's what my heart is telling me to do.
Mm.
Oh, that's awesome. I could tell. This is definitely a passion project for you. It's hard to raise
I've
money
got a
for toys
fever, and,
too.
and the only antidote is more robots.
Yeah, more robots. You,
Hey.
you heard him. This is his passion project. He just wants to give you all some fun robots. So help this man out. I think there are some good questions in the chat. I guess. Well, this is a good time to look at the tiers because do they all come with the book? I think the comic is the main feature, right? It just happens that the toy accompanies it.
Yeah, yeah. So like again, like the toy is definitely like a bonus that we're able to kind of get that going. It just
Mm,
like sometimes this lines up, and it
yeah.
just worked out. I've been working on this comic idea for quite some time, and I didn't actually plan on it to happen so quickly. But it kind of escalated pretty quick, and I had to kind of make some moves. So we got the toy rolling, but yeah, like the comic is the main thing. Like the comic is like $15, and like I said, it looks like it's going to be around 32 pages now. And then also is the toy is available too. Like we have various covers. What you're looking at right here is the alpha box. This is pretty much like your all in box too. It's just everything. It's everything put in like a cool collector's box as well. So even the box has cool artwork on it, and then inside there's more boxes with more cool artwork on it. So you get a T-shirt, you get 4 comics, you get a collector's glass, you get your Kishi and your mini comic. You get, like I said, both robots, trading cards, sticker pack, all that stuff. And then there's only about 4 or 5 tiers. Like I didn't get overly complicated. Then it's just like you get. Then you can just get 1 comic if you want. You can get a comic and a toy. You can get 2 comics. You can get 2 toys. I kind of kept it pretty simple, and of course on the way out there's some stuff to grab on the way out too if you want to add some stuff on. um, but it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's so like everyone, like the stealth one is probably like the most high selling one, but like you can't see it in the front because it's all in the back because everyone, I sent out the special link. So it's like we've actually sold like quite a bit of those in the back. And then that piece over there on the left, just real quick, is kind of like my tribute to The Last Starfighter. If there's any 80K,
Oh, this.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Have you seen The Last Starfighter, Irene?
Me, I haven't seen anything. You know that. Moving
Oh,
on.
that's right. I forgot. We've had this before.
I haven't seen anything except like I know like anime sci-fi like Ghost in the Shell and Akira and shit.
I went to high school with a kid who was the little brother of the main
really?
guy from Starfighter. Yeah, he was our pep rally guy. He was good friends with David Faustino, so he brought him to one of the pep rallies one time, and everybody's like, "We want Kelly, we want Kelly." He was good sport about it. Speaking of which,
great.
I've been meaning to message you, Patrick. I have something for you.
What is it?
I collect a lot of random shit, and so I was like generating a bunch of things that I had as a kid, and I have something that I had as a kid, and I watched you on a stream talk about this exact item, so I'm gonna send it along to you.
Am I gonna know what it is?
Oh yeah, you're gonna know what this is.
It's umbilical cord.
Dan comes on with goodies.
I got that for
what?
I got that for Easter, like 1986. That was in my Easter basket.
I'm just completely lost now. What is that?
That's a GoBot Psykill kite right there.
But it's the whole robot.
Yeah, it's like his feet, dude. Cool. Dude, I fucking flew the shit out of that thing. I flew it till it was just shredded.
Huh?
Well, this one's in perfect condition. I'll send it along to you if you want it.
Oh that's man, so dude, sweet.
That's awesome. Dude, that's amazing. I will definitely trade you. I'll send you some stuff back. Yeah, man.
Okay, I had that one. I had 3 kites. I had that one. I had I had another one that was like a Star Wars one, and then I had this one that I loved that was like a classic A-wing form triangle that's all black, and it has these like bloodshot eyes on it, and they used it in Lost Boys in this one scene where it flies on the house. And I had that kite like I had as a kid, and that was the one I flew the hell out of. The Psykill one didn't last very long. It got caught in a tree, but like Charlie Brown style. So yeah, the black one is the one that I'm not gonna let go of. But I heard you talking about that one. I was like, I have that kite, and it's just collecting dust in the corner.
That's funny because it's funny you were listening because I think I only mentioned it once. But yeah, like that kite like burned like a hole in my brain. Like I remember that day like very well.
He watches
and to be honest, like that kite is part of the reason why we're even fucking here right now.
That's really cool though.
I used to love all that shit, like Ghostbusters. I mean, not Ghostbusters, GoBots and Transformers and Voltron. Like that was my whole life there for a second. And
yeah,
like that's kind of what. Like the Saturday morning cartoon stuff is like what inspired me to go down to the local gas station to get comic books, because down at the rack down at the gas station, they had G.I. Joe, Transformers, Mask, Silverhawks, like all in the spinner rack. So those were my first comics that I got. And then eventually I got into Spider-Man and stuff like that. But like that, like the Saturday morning cartoon comics were the first ones that I got into.
Agreed. G.I. Joe was the first one that hooked me. It wasn't my first comic. My first comic was a Conan comic. It was a 2-pack grocery store thing of a Spider-Man issue and Conan. But G.I. Joe was like the first one that I avidly like started going to racks and like weird little off the road. Like I would go on these road trips with my dad from Southern California to Oregon. Anytime I saw a bookstore, I'd run in and see what issues they had, back issues if they had G.I. Joe. And I would like fill up my collection. And then after that, the first superhero thing that I collected was the original Black Panther stuff.
Yeah, my first superhero stuff was it was Captain America, but it was the U.S. agent. Okay. So it was a U.S. agent, and then I forget, it wasn't the Falcon. It was like he was like a black dude with a shield. I forget his name. It might have even been Shield. But and then the black Spider-Man suit comics were like my next move after G.I. Joe and Transformers and stuff like that.
That's funny. I was like complete opposite. Like I was, raised on Spider-Man and Batman, and like I think my first comic book I remember was a Power Man Iron Fist comic book. And then like I started picking up some G.I. Joes, but I kind of thought that they were nah, that's just like fucking commercials for the toys.
Oh, you're too smart for it.
I was just like, no, that's not real comics. Like that's just
look at that being smart.
I know. I was a
little
little smug shithead. But then I was at my friend's house, and he like showed me the episode, the issue with the fucking Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and shit, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, this is cool. Like,
so there's actually some truth. There's actually some truth to what you're saying. Like the Mask stuff and the Thundercat stuff, like that stuff was definitely like an advertisement for the cartoon and for the toys. But the G.I. Joe and the Transformers, like that stuff was for real. Like,
dude,
like that was.
Did you see what Larry Hama recently?
Where Patrick's coming from? That shit was real.
Well, dude, Larry came out and was like, he's bittersweet that he's ending his G.I. Joe run because some of these characters he based on real people he knew. So it's like you're like, oh shit, like Roadblock was some dude he knew, like Flint was some dude that he knew in Vietnam.
No, but those characters already made. He just made their file cards.
Yeah, but I'm saying as he was like writing the stories and stuff, he was like, inserting like his own like traits and shit, because he wrote the cards and he wrote like most of the issues.
Yeah, well, I mean, so that's one of the reasons why G.I. Joe was so rich with lore, is because they came up with the line, and he had to wait a whole year until they could do it, because they had to wait for the Star Wars craze to die down or something. There was some window that like they couldn't release the G.I. Joe figures, so they had to wait like a year. And like he just spent that whole year on just refining on making their file cards and their backstories like super tight. So I mean,
and it's like shit that he knew. Like he was like a vet. Like he's like all the stuff that he was like calling out, like he was like aware of. You know what I mean? Like it was some Tom Clancy level.
I wonder if there was a guy that he knew in his platoon that was like, I don't have to see clear to fracture your rear.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Butter massage.
No, that was a Roadblock quote from the movie. He's talking to fucking
Battle Angel, Alita, and Kenshin, and a little bit of Naruto. Actually, I like the early Naruto, and Detective Conan was my first comic. But nobody here is gonna reminisce with me about that. So
I remember seeing Battle Angel Alita. Somebody gave me a VHS tape of Battle Angel Alita. I remember like watching the dude like rip the dog apart with his claws, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I saw the mangas and I started picking them up. So that's one that I do read.
He's Monster for $4.99. Thank you. Who said they scared me? That's just me. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't scare you.
Butter massage.
No, we scared you off.
Hooked up sandwiches.
X5 for 5 has got all 3 bots. Can't wait to read it. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Got all 3 bots? I thought there were 2 bots. It was 2 bots and a Keshi, right? Oh, the Keshi was
3
just
bots.
for the show.
There's 3. So there's 1 and 2 right there. And then through a company called Agabus, again, who kind of saw me working on the robot, and I was talking to them about BotCon. They were the guys who ran BotCon. They asked if they could have a exclusive version for their own.
Is that the
so that's actually but they're the one that's kind of, you have to pre-order that through them.
Is that the Starscream colored one?
Yeah, the Starscream colored one, like the one that I was showing that cover off earlier. Right
is
there.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
I was wondering. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool though. All right. So this will be manufactured differently.
Yeah. So there's going to be 3 of them in total. So I'm doing the funding or the pre-ordering for the green one, and then the stealth one, and then Agabus, who runs BotCon, they have this one who his name is Renegade, and so and they're going to be numbered, you know, on the side of the boxes. You can say 1, 2, or 3. We do have 4, 5, and 6 already planned out as well. So, you know, that's something that I want to put like emphasis on, is like, you're not just like backing just like you're backing like a huge thing here. It's like this is like this is the start of like a whole new line. You know, and I want everyone to be a part of it. It's like I want everyone to be part of history. I mean, imagine if you can go back and like crowdfund like Optimus Prime. You know, like imagine that, you know, it's like you get the first run of like Optimus Prime. That's kind of what I like to think that we're doing here, because, I mean, you know, day one, you know, like when I was on Ethan's show, I was like when I first started coming over here and hanging out in CG, I was like, I need to do like a robot story. I was like, it was the first thing I said. I was like, I need to do it, you know, and I've been jonesing to do it ever since. I know my shit, you know, Matt knows his shit, you know, Kelsey knows his shit. I have to explain the Transformer stuff to Arvid, but that's okay, because I'd rather.
He's still cool. Yeah, totally.
No. I'd rather the writer just be able to focus on the story and not get wrapped up in like the stupid like nerd lore. You know, I think it's actually important that Arvid doesn't really know a whole lot about Transformers, because he's going to concentrate on just getting the story right. You know, so. Yeah, I think everyone's in a good spot for this like to come out. I mean, and again, it's like the comic book is going to turn out great if you're just in the comic books. If you like old school Transformers, like this is going to be a good comic for you. If you like old school like Mask, you know, this is a good comic book for you. But if you're in the toys, this is going to be a killer toy as well. And again, it's like imagine being able to like crowdfund like Optimus Prime. That's what I would like to think that we're doing here. You know, it's like imagine if you had that opportunity. So, you know, these versions, you know, will never be made again. You know, like we'll probably do like alternate wings and different heads, and I'll do a glow in the dark one too, because everyone knows I love glow in the dark stuff. But you know, these versions, you know, won't be available, and they'll be the first run. They're numbered, so it's like. Later when we're at like number 10, you can be like, I got number 1, you know, I got number 2. It's a bragging thing.
Imagine the stealth version with glow in the dark parts, like the red glows in the dark or something like that.
Not to push you to give away details, but the guys on the cover, the other guys, are you making those guys as well?
You mean these?
Well, if you notice,
that's a great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Next,
that's my question. That guy.
If you notice,
this guy, he's beautiful.
If you notice with these guys, their heads are different, and they have a couple other different, and their wings are a little different, but everything else is pretty much the same.
They follow that. They follow that.
So you planned this out.
Joe ideology of like, hey, we have these legs and these body parts. Why don't we just paint them and make alternates?
No. Well, I mean, that is a
you got a beautiful toy, mouth, Dan.
That's a toy making like tradition that's been done since like Masters Universe. It's like as soon as you get some tooling done,
they swap the heads.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you swap heads, you swap arms, you move them around. So
if you got Optimus, of course you're gonna want Megatron.
No, well, Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think if you make Optimus Prime, the next step, the next logical step in toy making would be to make Ultra Magnus, because he's just armor on top of him, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so these guys that you're seeing on the left, like if things go well, you'll probably see these guys. Now,
sweet.
I don't want to give too much away, but these guys on the left, like they are actually controlled by 100% humans. Like they're not like they a sentient like being.
So the robot on the other side is that kind of like a Knight Rider situation where there's a pilot and then there's like Kit that is the machine.
Yes, but he's like aware.
Yeah.
Well, he's aware. And yeah. Kit was aware. He's got a little bit more personality than Kit. And then the dudes that you see here, like on the left, that are in the background, they're just like Robotech spaceships. Like they all have pilots.
Yeah, I was working on a sort of Robotech thing, and then I saw you're doing this, and I'm like, left-hand turn for the next thing.
Michael.
I was like, he's got robot toys. Nobody's gonna want my book without robot toys.
You gotta have robot toys.
You're gonna get laid, Michael. Michael.
No, I love
what? This
Michael.
is really cool. You have a new back. I don't know who Michael is. You got a new backer. Thank you, Dago Solo.
Michael.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. Thank you so much. I didn't even see that on the bottom. I appreciate that so much. I for some reason I thought that was like Matt's icon down at the bottom.
And thanks for the heads up about this guy. I didn't even know about this guy until you talked about him on your show.
What is that? Oh no, did you? The metal dude. Ew.
I finally got it in the mail.
Oh, that looks.
You like that?
So that is a icon toy exclusive right there. I think only about maybe 100 or maybe 200 of those were made.
Yeah,
but that's like the metal.
Got the one on the card.
Oh, you got both of them, huh? You're a high roller.
Yeah. Do you have the card?
Holy roller.
Yeah, I got the card back one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like both of them. I wanted one out just to fool around with. It reminds me of old old time Christmas ornaments, if that makes any sense.
That's what I was thinking when I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool
it
because
oldie. Sorry.
They did like the metal vac. You know, it's like it has like that shine to it, like the old school 3PO and the old school Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
That's a good company. Like they're called Stand Solo. Now Stand Solo
is pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, they make like every single weird android that you see in the background in a Star Wars movie that they never made a toy of. They make a toy of it.
He even made the the animated droid series. He made the second series of figures that they never put in production, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. So he's a monster saying, okay, PTP, Whitney's favorite book. I mean, favorite book or favorite comic book?
I think that's he's asking you to say what Whitney's favorite book is, I assume, because Whitney's not here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Probably comic.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I actually don't know. I know what her favorite movie is. I don't know
what
my
favorite movie
is. Hot Fuzz.
Oh, did you not know one?
That's a good quality movie.
No, you have to know a girl's favorite comic.
Hot Fuzz is
unforgivable.
Whitney. Whitney.
Oh yeah, have Whitney come on. I haven't met her yet.
I want to meet Whitney. Look, she probably won't come on, but I want to ask her. What's your favorite book?
Don't give the machine Oh no. Oh no, you're right. This is like Skynet trying to get information.
Snarktacom with the crazy blackmail.
Whitney's favorite book is The Bell Jar.
Oh. It's not really blackmail. I decided to.
It's hilarious.
I decided
The Bell
to
Jar. Did everyone hear me?
The Bell Jar.
In front of 1,000 people.
Okay.
Bell Jar.
Everyone wanted to know.
Why does anyone care?
I don't know. They wanted to know what your favorite book was.
The book is The Bell Jar, friends.
The 50 Shades of PTP, Snuggie Jr.
If you like The Bell Jar, friends, sign up for Last of the Seekers today. Get your robot
and John says the prettier Parnell. That's true. I would bring her on. Sweetheart, do you want to come on? Yeah. No, she doesn't want to come. She doesn't look good. She said. She claims.
Hi.
I mean, but like, when she says she looks good, what she actually doesn't look good, it doesn't really exist. She always looks good.
Aw, so sweet. Well, hi, Whitney. No. Bye, Whitney.
Irene says hello.
Hi.
And goodbye.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. We can hear her, but she can't hear us. David G for $1.99. Backer 165. Hell yeah, getting backers. Thank you guys. Stealth Book and Bot and 2 more covers. Bam. Let's go back to the campaign. Let's look at where you're at now. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy.
I think we were. I think we were on the cusp of.
As soon as I get paid.
Yeah, well,
did you hit? 27. Yeah.
Yeah, we rolled over 27. Thank you guys.
Woo! Let's see. What are your stretch goals? We just passed a stretch
till,
goal in 26.
So the stretch goals are down there on the bottom.
All the way at the bottom.
So right now everyone gets like the space token. That's kind of like the poker chip thing. And that 30K, we get a retro sticker sheet. What that is, it's like this thing right here. I don't know if you want to make it big for a second, but it's like a sheet. It's like a sheet of stickers. Awesome.
Hold on.
That are kind of like old school. Like remember, you used to get a toy and like the sticker sheet would come on there, and you kind of sit in the back of your car when your mom was driving you home from Walmart and put the stickers on.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I was looking at it. There was something that was like different about them. I couldn't figure out what it was, and I think it's because they don't have decals all over them.
Right, I was gonna say well, are you going to paint them? But then that makes a lot of sense. You customize it with your own decals.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's how G.I. Joe was, and Transformer.
We kind of messed with the plastic, so like our guy, he takes a lot of plates. Like it was either we could have a bunch of different plastic pieces, or we could just have them one color and then just paint them in certain spots. We decided to have them like a bunch of different types of plastic because I thought it looked cooler, to be honest. But I thought having a sticker sheet would be fun because I enjoyed as a kid putting those stickers on and 100%. How they look too. And it's like I think if you get both of them, maybe one you could put it on and one you don't. It's like it's one of those things you can kind of, or maybe you can have it for one way for a little while and then you get sick of it and you want to jazz them up a little bit. You can throw some stickers on them. But yeah, he's gonna come with a retro sticker sheet, and then after that we're adding some pages. So that's the main two stretch goals we're looking at right now.
I saw there was 8 pages, and then there's 4 pages at a certain number, certain backer number.
Yeah.
What are those? Those are additional to that amount that you said, the 32 or something like that. It is right now.
So it's 22 right now. Then we'll add 8, and then we'll add 4.
So that will get it to 30 something.
It'll get us to, let's see. It'll give us to like 32. 34.
32. Yeah.
Hold on. I don't know. Let me look at it. I have it typed down. The chat will do it in like 2 seconds before I even do it. So
because I'm all about more
chat, help him out. Wait, what? What was the problem?
I was wondering because before we were saying that he was saying
34. So it'll be 34 pages.
34 pages.
Like
nice.
And there'll be some pinups in there and stuff as well. Like we're gonna do some.
We got to add pages. Start now. We're gonna get this.
Yeah. Well, I'm planning on me and Matt drawing at least 30 pages. That's what I'm planning for because I know we're gonna reach that goal. And then also, I mean, like I know we're on Indiegogo right now, but we also have a Kickstarter going on at the same exact time, and it's kind of like we're kind of like a race. So once the campaigns both kind of finish, once on Kickstarter, like once we go finish up over there, and then once we finish up on Indiegogo to in demand, I'm gonna find some type of logical way to like merge like the numbers together, and then we'll get some more of those things. So I mean, you're gonna get more comic out of this for sure. So don't nice. It's not gonna be at 22 pages by the time we're done with this. It's probably gonna be 34. I mean, or maybe even more. I mean, I'm hoping that we can kind of like really let this thing cook. I think once it's weird. It's like with Indiegogo and also with Kickstarter. It's like if you don't hit funding immediately, they don't really like put you at the top. It's like that's why a lot of us like when we put our goals, we'll put like $500. So we're funding. So we meet the goal like instantly. And then what Indiegogo does is
that fucking icon. That was hot.
What?
I'm
like how you only noticed the icon. I don't know. Is that a woman choking another woman? What's going on?
Is it you, Irene?
Yeah, it kind of looks like you a little bit.
Yeah, that's totally me. Yeah, I do.
It's Irene choking out people to come to her door unannounced.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What's up, Sumatori? You missed. We were talking about the most awesome robot robots ever. And it's okay. We'll go over everything again.
But yeah, so the bottom line is like after we're done with the Kickstarter and after we go into In Demand on Indiegogo, like we're gonna have a lot more book here. So
that's cool. I don't think I've seen anyone run like a Kickstarter and Indiegogo consecutive or simultaneously. I mean,
yeah, I mean, and I don't even know what I'm doing. Like Kickstarter is kind of like I've never done one before, and it's kind of like
I'm still a little apprehensive about them.
How was the setup of it? Was it worse or better than Indiegogo, or the same?
It's similar but different in weird areas. Like there's actually like the main reason why we started a Kickstarter was because when we launched this book, like we were at BotCon, which is a Transformer convention, and it's hard to explain this, but like we're all fans of Indiegogo and we're very familiar with it. But it went out there in the real world, like when
Kickstarter
you talk to someone,
is toys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people don't know what Indiegogo is. Like, if I've been at a con before, and I'm like, oh well, like we did it on Indiegogo. They're like, what's that? I'm like, it's like Kickstarter. They're like, oh, okay, I get it. You know. So when we were at this toy convention, I was just like, I don't want to have to explain to everyone what Indiegogo is. Let's just put up a Kickstarter. So what happened? It was happening in real time. Like there's an app for Kickstarter, and people would come up to our booth and they would just scan our QR code and they were just buying it right there. You know,
that's cool.
So that's the main reason why we did the Kickstarter, was because I wanted to get some new people. I mean, I'm trying to kind of do my part in this. I'm trying.
You got to fund toys, man. You got to get all the customers, not just a specific customer.
Well, Kickstarter is really good for gaming stuff and for toys.
Gaming and toys, 100% over there. Yeah. That's all I buy over there is board games and toys.
Yeah, so sure, like RPG, TTRPG stuff, tabletops. But I think just because so many people use Indiegogo for comics, it's become sort of where a lot of comics people go, even beyond Comicsgate. Though there is definitely still a sizable amount of comics people on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I mean, but like some of the things I've learned, is I wish Indiegogo would come up with like an app. That'd be good. It's like the Kickstarter, like the Kickstarter app is pretty cool for people to have.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like the QR code.
But also at the same time, Kickstarter doesn't have in demand. What is that?
Yeah,
is that Robotech.
This is my Donald Trump Space Force G.I. Joe action figure.
Oh shit!
That's pretty cool.
Are we showing her Donald Trump love?
Swapped out the head.
Yeah, I'll show you. I've got to pop the helmet off. Can't really see him very well. I can see him with the helmet on, but the camera won't be able to. Likeness is pretty good.
He's a handsome man.
Yeah, that actually looks like it quite fits. It's like he's half the size he actually is now.
Yeah, that's true. Like the body types are like we were talking before. They kind of like all the same body, but you have different heads. Like I've got the Ghost of Ronald Reagan is one where it's like a blue, like translucent head, and I got a
that's cool.
Vladimir Putin one that's like comes in a bright red jumpsuit. There's an Arnold Schwarzenegger, Nikola Tesla.
So that's interesting. So you collect a lot of kind of like indie stuff, like because you got that iconic thing that you got that thing. That's pretty thing. That's pretty. Yeah,
I'm a big toy collector. I have a USS Flag. I've got a lot of toys. I collect all the
I salute
you. Don't say. You don't say that. I mean, like every time I hop on the stream with him, it's just we'll be talking about something else, and Dan will just like hold up a new toy and be like, "Oh,
I'm in the market. I'm in the market for a flag. I've
really?
had a couple close calls where I've almost got a really good deal on one.
Well, if you get one and it's missing any parts, let me know because I have some of the weird parts that everybody's talking about they can't find, and I'm thinking about casting them. Just so
that'd be cool. I saw some people that were making like
it's my newest robot acquisition.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty cool.
Oh shit. Someone said you're actually not funded.
This is a Toy Joy. They make little.
Oh, Toy Joy. Oh, dude, Toy Joy is good.
Dude, Toy Joy is dope as fuck, dude.
Yeah. So I got Matt into this poisonous toy collection.
You fucking bastard.
But this got the little guy inside. You can take him out. He's got guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually does.
By the way, Matt.
That toy is so fucking cool. Joy toys are so rad, man.
That actually looks really cool. I love how the shape is really. It's not like a standard or conventional mecha.
And then I got
it's surprising how cheap they are. I mean,
really, how much was
pricey,
that?
But
no, I want I don't care about the chick. I want to look at the robot.
Dude, those Joy toys are like 80.
It's a transformable Robotech Mospita bike, but it's
having that. What's in there?
How much was that?
This was not cheap.
Well,
it was like almost $300.
Jesus,
all right. Christ. So I wanted you to say
it
that
even has
because I want people to understand that how much these collectible toys cost.
They can be expensive depending on the one.
Cheap.
But this one's like
when people are bitching about their fucking.
It even has the protoculture fuel cell that you can remove from the bike. It's got a bunch of other parts too that aren't with it, but I mean it's highly detailed. I would like to get the other ones, but the other ones came out before this one, and those now are at $600. So I will. Yeah, no, I will only have this one in my collection.
As a kid, I had the dude, but it was like a larger one.
Yeah, and you wonder why you don't. You're like, I want to buy a house. Well, you are in California too, but you know,
I didn't need to buy. Put it this way, I would say my toy purchasing is come to not a screeching halt. I get a couple things here and there, but not like it was before, because until December I was just like, well, I'll never own a home because it's way too expensive here in California. I don't have any kids, so I'm just gonna enjoy my life because I don't know if I'm gonna die tomorrow, because I've been ran over twice doing my day job. So I'm just kind of I'm just gonna enjoy myself, not to say don't plan for anything, but I was just kind of I live at home with my father, and I have space here to do my things. So I do my comics and I collect my stuff. And then when I found out I had a kid coming Christmas Eve, that all changed for me. So I don't buy a lot of stuff I'm not buying. But the problem is because of COVID, there's stuff that I bought 2 years ago that is still yet to ship from China. So I've got things currently rolling in. I even bought stuff for Matt down here that is slowly rolling in. By the way, Matt, watch out for your mail, because I got a notification today that your Kane figure is on its way.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you're going to have RoboCop 2 goodness coming to your house.
Kane.
Yeah.
Wait,
they shipped them today or yesterday. Yeah, the Haya one. Have you seen that one?
Oh, yeah,
it's dope. They even have the one with the helmet.
Haya is another good toy company that's out there. I'm excited to see what they do with G.I. Joe.
Dude, did you see the Snake Eyes? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Just
real quick, I want to address something. So Snuggie Jr. is asking, how's the Kickstarter going? It's going okay. I mean, again, it's we're kind of new over here, so it's gonna take a minute. We've had a lot of retailers that want to get down, and they get down with the Kickstarter because they're more familiar with it.
Get down with
and they're trying to. Well, I mean, someone has to make the toys
packs on the Kickstarter.
What's that?
Do you have retailer packs on the Kickstarter?
Yeah, but you can't see them.
I was about to say, you're less than 1,000, or you're just over 1,000 away from reaching.
My friend's comic shop, he buys retailer packs, and he's getting more into.
Well,
toys
send them my way, because I have a list, and that was another reason why I went to BotCon was I went around and talked to a lot of these mom and pop type of people that just go around with traveling Transformer booths for conventions. They just specialize in just Transformer stuff. And I went around and talked to all of them, and we've had some retailers get down with this. That's why the numbers are a little bit different over here opposed to Indiegogo. But yeah, I mean, we're close to, all together, I guess we're at 50K, but we're just about to hit 25K on here, which will be good because that'll be our goal. And then we still have 2 weeks to go. We have more than 2 weeks to go.
I would say because Kickstarter is all or nothing. If you want to back this, let's try to back the Kickstarter and make sure you get to your goal. So
yeah, I mean, I know some people are biased and don't like Kickstarter, and I completely understand.
I know, but this is for Patrick. I can't tell you what to do, but
if you have
obviously I want you to be funded. Yeah, I don't want you to lose all this money so close to funding.
If you have it in your heart to do it, grab a book or something over here at Kickstarter, because it would definitely help us out tremendously.
It would be very sweet.
And plus, I mean, and this is something that I bring up on my show, just about CG in general.
Right back.
It's like I think it's super important for us to conquer everything. You know, it's like we have to conquer Indiegogo, we have to conquer Kickstarter, like we have to take over. You know, it's like we can't just stay on one platform. Like we have to kind of like get out there. You know, I like what Billy Tucci does. He's on both, and he does well on both. You know, if in a battle, if you're not gaining ground, you're losing it. And I think it's important for us to gain as much ground as possible. Onward. That's right.
There's merit to that. I know Brian Kriskow just put something up on Zoop, and I take more the approach of I'm very apprehensive about these platforms. I mean, I hope that they like, the only thing is I'm worried about them screwing over creators. It's not that I feel like, oh, we have to like Indiegogo has to become the Comicsgate thing. We should branch out, definitely. Like I want to branch out into digital comic platforms, especially targeting Asia. But you know, it's just like some platforms have weird practices, but I hope this stuff pans out.
Well, I mean, even with Indiegogo, and that tip jar thing that they put in there that they didn't tell anyone about, it's like
like if even Indiegogo has problems, like that's it's this weird thing where Indiegogo as a company will pull some weird shit sometimes, but I think because a lot of us have been using it for so long, we have contacts and we'll just tell them, hey, we want to take the tip jar down, or we know that we can email them.
Well, it's funny because I mean, I'm like I heard you talking about it, like it's like people were really upset about it that they didn't know about the tip jar. Like they thought for some reason like we were getting like the tip jar, you know?
No. By the way, you guys remember Indiegogo by default is taking like 15% tip. So when you're checking out, scroll to the bottom and manually put in 0 if you don't want it. The tip goes to Indiegogo, not us.
I had to write them and tell Indiegogo to turn that off. I was like, turn that off. I was like, because people were buying the Alpha Box, and then they were realizing that they tipped Indiegogo $48 for no reason.
Yeah, it looks like it wasn't there anymore, so it worked. Yeah, that's really annoying. I'm going to write to them too because I just realized I could turn it off.
Well, like I did screenshots because I mean people were really upset. I was upset, you know. And I did all these screenshots. I was like, look at my backers. Like, how could you just like throw that in there without even like letting the creators know about it? Like it's kind of like it was kind of sketchy. So there is no perfect platform. And someone in there was like, PTP is making us go to Kickstarter. No, I'm not. Go to Indiegogo. It's over here. I have Kickstarter up for the people that don't know what Indiegogo is, and there's a lot of people out there that don't know what it is.
Yeah, that would be interesting. For me, it feels like I really should branch out more, but it's just like so much work to manage even one campaign. Maybe I can pay someone to do it for me. That would be great.
Yeah.
Man, just like learning all the ins and outs of one platform is already so much work. So what's the difference between the Indiegogo and a Kickstarter campaign? Because I know you can't have the same exact thing.
Well, on Kickstarter, you get there's like a green space token.
Oh, right. So,
and then on Indiegogo, there's the black space token.
Okay.
And then originally it was set up so Kickstarter, if all you wanted was like the stealth cover, like you had to go to Kickstarter to get that. But I caved. Like too many people were like, "Can you put the stealth cover up on Indiegogo?" So, I mean, there's limitations over there at Kickstarter. Indiegogo pretty much has everything. But the main difference is over here you get the green chip. Over at Indiegogo you get the black chip, or the chip of color. I'm sorry.
The chip of color. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's Eric Shirkon said, where did that go? He ended up giving it to. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna email them and have to take it off Fiendish as well because I'm really annoyed about that.
Well, I mean, you can actually write them and they'll like they'll refund the backers because they did that for a couple of my backers. So if you write them about it, like they'll work. It's just a pain in the ass though at the same time, but they will do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I'll ask them if they can do that. That would be great. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's just see a Kickstarter. Thank you for the link, Eric Hutfels.
Look at Eric Huffles like putting up the Kickstarter link. I don't think I've ever seen Eric Huffles put up the Kickstarter link before. That's a big step for him. I mean, Eric is anti Kickstarter, so I mean he's come a long way.
I mean, I understand though. They pulled some shit before.
Oh yeah, but, I mean, like I was anti them basically because of what they did to John, but the powers that be, got rid of those stupid people. So, like I said, it's like I want to be on many platforms as I can, and I want to get the word out about my comics and CG as much as I can. So, there's people over there that have not heard of us, So I think it's time for us to get over there and kind of kick some heads in a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I think the way to think about it is I'm not happy with Kickstarter either. I'm extremely mistrustful of Zoop, and at this point, I might try Kickstarter for like board game stuff and RPG stuff just because the audience is so big, and the reason I would do that is for the audience, not for the platform. Like I don't care about the platform. I want the audience. I want to reach the biggest audience possible, but Zoop, I'm very mistrustful about them. And if I see Pablo Diablo says F Kickstarter, yep. I understand though. I understand. Matt G for 2, all tips go to Publishers Clearinghouse. No.
What?
I was just talking
Fiendish
about that
and
day.
Fathom. Fathom? What's Fathom?
Michael Turner book.
Mike Turner book.
Oh, the Mike Turner book. Fiendish Nothing. I did actually read that. It was one of the first books I picked up when I came to college. It was like, I came to college and he passed away like a year later, so it was a big deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So because I think his style was so distinctive, and I didn't read any American comics because I wasn't living in America, and as soon as I moved here, I was like, I have to learn what American comics are all about. His book was one of the first I picked up. I really liked it. So
yeah, it's a shame because right when he was starting to I thought he was starting to hit his stride when he was working on like that Superman Batman stuff that I think Shane picked up after him. But like he was killing it on that stuff. It's a shame that like he died like right when he did because he was just like I didn't like the early Fathom stuff like very much. Yeah, Zoop is very shady. Like some of the there's some bad actors over there at Zoop for sure. I mean you can just see like who's running it. But I didn't like the early Michael Turner stuff, but then after a while like he started to like get really good. Like he had some Titans covers that he did that was like that were really amazing. And then again, like that Superman Batman run that he did, it was pretty good. Where he introduced like the new Supergirl with the blue skirt.
Yes, his anatomy got better. Like he was able to.
His anatomy got better. His proportions got better.
Of it. Yeah, it was.
That's so sad. He was like really young.
So this chick right here, like I kind of based her off of Cara Dune like a whole lot. Like she's kind of like a Cara Dune mixed in with like a Robotech pilot mixed in with like a Mandalorian type of deal. So she's again like she's kind of like a mashup between like a bunch of different characters as well. If when someone's reading this book, like those like, and if you're familiar with stuff from like the 80s and the 90s, like you'll pick up on all of it. Like it's like a love letter to all of those things. I know Cara Dune's kind of a new reference, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, well I mean I love her, and the Mandalorian did her wrong, very wrong. Backer Xeno XSL is backer 167. Woo!
Sweet.
Let's refresh. Yay! We're making sales. Oh wait, this is Kickstarter.
Yeah, you gotta go back to the go.
The go. The go.
Sweet.
Quality projects. Like someone just said they backed a book on Soup and didn't get it. I don't know. So like someone I think I don't know if I told this story. I had someone walk up to me at Heroes and try to get me to go to Zoop. I'm not sure why, but I felt like I don't know how to explain it other than the vibes seemed off. So
it seemed to me that like Zoop is kind of like where all like the mainstream people are trying to go instead of actually going to do real crowdfunding, because with Zoop,
right,
they don't have to make the book, they don't have to distribute the book, they don't have to do any of the stuff that actually is probably the most important part about crowdfunding, is sending the stuff out.
right. And like, well, you might say there's certain, it sounds nice that they're doing all the fulfillment for you and stuff, but then again, my first thought is, well, then they can control me because they're in charge of like the printing and the shipping of my books, and I don't want that. And I want to have that. Like now, I'm hiring a distributor, but I'm picking who's going to be shipping my books. I'm still in control, and I don't. Also, I think that Zoop being only for comics is kind of limiting, because on Indiegogo and especially Kickstarter, you can reach a normie audience that normally wouldn't buy a comic. So that's even better.
Yeah.
So I don't trust it, but I mean, I hope it works out for Brian. It's for his sake. I really do.
I've only bought one thing on Zoop, and funny enough, it just showed up yesterday. But
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know. I found like it's like a weird format to like buy stuff on, because it's like there's only like a couple things on there, and you have to buy them in a certain window, like that, but they're still up there, like they're still available. It's like a weird sort of setup on that site.
Zoop has Camilla Zhang.
Yeah,
Is that still the case? Oh yeah,
she's the OG asshole from Kickstarter. So
yeah,
it's like she got fired from Kickstarter, and then she went off and did basically the same thing she was doing, but just at a company that's letting her do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a whole thing where they have to decide, like on their, it even says on their thing, like, oh, you want to sell on here? Well, we'll decide if you're a good fit for us, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay.
I know it seems like they're a publisher effectively, but like they're a publisher masquerading as a crowdfunding site. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I just don't. I'm doing fine right now. I would try Kickstarter before Zoop. Nah, not
someone talks about Ripper
or Indiegogo if you're gonna do books.
Someone's asking about Rippa's thoughts on Rippa. I think how Rippa's doing it is pretty ideal. I mean, if you got infrastructure to kind of build like your own type of website, I mean, obviously that's the best way to go. You're the master of your domain. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, like whether or not you're on Indiegogo or Kickstarter or whatever, it's like it's kind of disheartening when you see how much they take a nice chunk. Yeah. they take a nice slice of the pie. That's one of the unfortunate things about these guys is that's what pissed me off about the tip jar. I was like, you guys are already taking money from me, like. You guys need more money? Just raise your rates then,
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. I wish they actually just told us about it. I don't like that. Rippa's model is great. I think all of us, if we had the money to build what he's building, we would do it, because independence is our goal, right?
Also, what Lord Crackhead is saying, like Rippa is able to do it because of his huge audience that he already has been building over years of
Yeah. Well, the goal is for us to be able to, like, I don't know about on the level of Rip, but to somewhat be able to get to that level, like hopefully before Indiegogo implodes, or because I agree, relying on these platforms isn't a permanent solution, but we want to build an audience, because right now this is the best path, this is the best platform, and once we have the audience, then we can build something and slowly separate and be independent. Because again, the goal is to be independent from publishers, from corporate comics, like large, like we're all
everybody,
LLCs, but
right?
like large corporate comic, like publishers controlling what we do. So it's whichever path is the best at the time, we should go there.
Mm-hmm.
I love to have my own website, but I ain't rich.
The one with least emotional.
What's interesting, and I was messing
your own shit,
I was messing with it for a little while, and I was trying to, like, there's certain apps that you can add to your Shopify website if you have a Shopify store, like we do. There's actually like crowdfunding apps you can add to the. I tried doing it, and it wasn't appealing looking. It didn't have like a nice layout like how Indiegogo has. So it's like I think eventually like they'll have kind of like apps that you can just add to either Shopify or Big Cartel or something like that. You know, it's just like something you just plug it in and it looks like a regular crowdfunder, and they do, but it's like it's not quite there yet. Like the app that I was looking at, I forget what it's called, but it was good if you wanted to crowdfund like one thing. Like if I just wanted to do just one book and that was it, like I could just do just that one book and it would work out really well. But since I have so many different tiers and different things, it's not really set up to do that many things quite yet. But ultimately, I think we'll all kind of be independent.
Yeah, that's the goal, being independent. People are saying Ethan was building something that if IG fails, so anyway, CG has a backup. Yeah. Well, he said he was building something. I don't know the details, but I would believe it. We don't know what he's doing on the back end. He thinks about this stuff though, I'm sure. Even if you are making six figures, like I looked into what building a website would cost, like this really basic level one, and that shit's expensive. And then you're maintaining it, and then like it really costs a lot of money. It's like paying somebody to raise a whole other family a year. Basically, that's how much it would cost, I would say.
Yeah, it's like it's like paying someone's salary for like a year.
Yeah, someone like a salary that not like Marvel editor's salary, but like normal living salary. He is. So that's how he's done so well. Aerith set up a nice campaign page on his Shopify site. Yeah, that's another thing. Even at anyone's, it's not that hard to just have a shop separate from Indiegogo.
I saw his site, and his was actually the one that I was looking at, and I was trying to figure out how I could do it, but it's like I think he's a little more computer savvy than I am, so he was able to figure it out a little bit better. But I mean, within time, like I'm gonna have some type of crowdfunding thing or pre-order thing built into our website, so eventually, like we won't be on Indiegogo or Kickstarter. We'll be on our own.
Oh, hell yeah. I would love to do that. And I'm going to take this opportunity to pimp this. Everyone check this out. Yeah. By the way, I pay for the domain, but I manage to host this through Adobe. So that's really nice. But which Adobe has a really nice website builder, and I managed to do a lot with it. But like, if I want to integrate a store, and what I want is even before being able to do a crowdfunding on my own website, which would be like the highest goal, I wanted to do like a digital not like a subscription, but like you can buy each chapter and read it online and stuff for people who just want to read the comics digitally. I know most Americans aren't into that, but that's actually a big thing in Asia because people don't even like to buy physical books in Asia. So I was like, well, I can have like the different the translated versions, Japanese, Chinese, Spanish versions on the website, and it's not pay per view. You just pay for like $1 every chapter, but that's a lot of infrastructure and it costs a lot of money. But I do actually. It is. It's a whole infrastructure, and then that concerns. Well, you need an account and stuff because I was looking into something where you can have like straight up accounts. So, but that's. I mean.
And then you gotta build the thing.
Yeah.
Years ago, I thought about doing Goblin Girl as a webcomic, so I built a HTML Goblin Girl site to put pages up.
Why is it not? There we go.
I just kind of abandoned it.
I think Eric Saga and Chris Fisk, Infinitale Infinitale's website is really beautiful, but he has been working in gaming. Chris Fisk has been working in gaming for years and years, and he's thrown a lot of money at the project first. So again, this stuff takes time and money. I just like slap some things together on Adobe, and I think I have a decent design sense. But this isn't like an integrated store. This links to my Redbubble, and I have some merch here, by the way. So check it out, guys. It would be nice to like integrate it, so I had to look into. Shut up! I had to look into Shopify and see if I can like. No.
I don't even know what Redbubble is. I've never seen Redbubble before.
It's like they just print and ship all the items for you.
Like Teespring and.
Yeah, it's like essentially like but you have other products like phone cases and stuff. So I just upload one design, do some customization, and I have all these products.
I want to finish the throw pillow.
Yay! I have one actually. I bought one. It's so comfy. Yay! But so I do have merch, everybody. I just don't shill it at all. So if you like it, you should go check it out.
Drawstring bag.
Yeah, get over there and get it.
Yes, I have the. Well, I don't have the drawstring bag. I have the tote bag, and here's the Ragna.
I want that shirt.
Here's the. I'm wearing the white on black version today. So it's good quality.
The dress?
No, this is a shirt.
Okay. I think I saw someone wearing a dress the other day.
Yeah, that was Shay. Shay from Red Valkyrie bought the dress. So
that's cool.
It's nice. It's like all chiffon and stuff. So the quality is really good. I would like it to be directly on my website. Like Redbubble doesn't let you integrate it directly on your website or anything. But yeah, you can get like laptop cases, stickers, and all kinds of shit.
I wonder if they'd print my Goblin Girl shirts.
Why not?
Well, I went and loaded my campaign graphic for the image that I made for my shirts, and it was deemed vulgar.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, well, I've finally made an image that irritated somebody. I mean, I have like straight up nudity on one thing. And I was like, how is this? Like, she's like clothed. I'm like, is it the fact that she has her tongue hanging out? Like,
no, it's because her nipples are stabbing you in the eye.
No, you can barely see the nipples.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, yeah, she's covering them with her hands. She's like squeezing her boobs and sticking her tongue out.
Okay, that's still pretty sexual.
What
Dan, you need to understand normal people. Underpants. I don't. I have to look into it. I don't think they have panties, but if you want it, I will find a way to make it
fiendish work. With that pattern on the buttocks, that'd be great bikini.
Yeah,
that actually would be really cool. I think Shopify will let you do customized bikinis, so I should look into that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You have the best
Patrick
idea.
got us halfway there, and then I turned it into the swimsuit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could do tights too, can't you? You could do like tight patterns.
Oh yeah, they do have tights. At least I've seen them. Teespring has them. That was one of the options in there.
Redbubble does too. I just don't have them activated.
I was just going to Teespring. Teespring, was it Teespring? Yeah, Teespring, because they have they'll make pint glasses with your image wrapped on them.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They cost about $20.
People are very excited about.
Where do you get those?
What's that?
Ooh. I like those. Hand-shaped glasses.
Ultra-Star. It's a tall boy pint glass, so it's a beer can.
That's nice.
You'll have to let me know where you got those done. I'd like to get some of those.
It's called Grandstand Company.
Okay.
But we made a bunch of Johnny Phantasm of these.
Nice.
This is an Ultra-Star, and then we're actually in that alpha box. There's going to be a Seeker pint glass in there. But I like it. I like the tall boy can.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
I like the lip. Gulp, gulp, gulp. That's
so
pretty cool.
That box that you were talking about, Patrick, does that get you both robots or just one robot?
Both.
Oh, both. Well, that's what I'm back.
You get both robots. You get the mini comic and the Kishi, so you get all the toys that are available.
Okay, and that's on both campaign on Kickstarter and Indiegogo.
Yep. There's only 3 left on, or there might be less now, but there was only 3 left on Indiegogo. Let's see how many.
There you go, the leggings.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. They're kind of hard to make, but for this design, I made leggings. I mean,
yeah, there's
probably only
there's still 3 left on. Yeah, you should do those.
These are nice. So it takes some work, to get it looking right, and so it doesn't look like you have some weird thing on the crotch. But
maybe I should do some sneaker leggings
to like adjust it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a whole template, so it's decently well. Yeah, Redbubble's not bad. I just wish I can just plug it into my own site. That's the whole thing, like integration.
Yeah.
So there you go. Everybody check it out. I'm not gonna do a bikini stream, everybody. I'm here to sell comics, everybody.
I thought
how dare
are we
you.
supposed to be doing the jacuzzi stream in the jacuzzi that's shaped like a ramen cup?
No. Why are you trying to get me in trouble, Dan?
I thought we were
the
talking
bikini. Are the guys? We all wear bikini bottoms, and then she just like wears normal.
If we're all gonna,
all of us wear them, and then we all get in those inflatable top ramen like jacuzzi tub things or whatever.
If everybody will be in a jacuzzi tub with me, then I won't be so alone.
Flattery.
I'm just afraid of being alone. So if everybody will jump in with me, I mean that would be kind of weird, actually. Anyways,
anal pee in it.
That's
no,
gonna be a MegaCon this year.
Oh shit! Yeah, MegaCon's gonna be so epic.
Everyone in the koozie.
Yes, I am so going.
I actually just got my information about ordering my booth just today. Actually, about reserving a hotel.
Booth run these days.
1 million.
An Artist Alley booth, I guess it's probably around like $400 or $500. I think probably for an 8-foot table. But I want to get I want to get an end cap. I want to get 2 8-foot tables.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the alley, and then
yeah.
I told Michael Bancroft, I was like, if you want to come, I was like, you could set up camp. I told Shane if he wants to come, he can set up camp. But I'm gonna get a big space, and if anyone just wants to come, that's in CG, they can just jump on in.
When is it?
It's like the last weekend of March. It's like last weekend of March and then April 1st. So it's like the last day is April Fool's Day, I believe.
Oh, so it's actually kind of. I thought it was like summer.
Can I put a cooler?
Yeah, well, they normally did it in summer, but I think it was starting to get too hot for people because it was like they were doing it right in the middle of August, and I think people were just like they used to do MegaCon in February and March, which everyone loved coming to Florida then because that's like the perfect time if you're up north you want to go down Florida, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. March, April. There you go.
Well, kind of cool.
I'm gonna go. So, do you have to book the tables right now? Because I'm glad.
I mean, I would say yeah because that place gets booked up pretty quickly.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna make a note because I want to be there, and I hate going to cons without a table. MegaCon!
What we need to do is we have to sync.
We need to get a block. We should all buy tables.
Well, yeah, we need to tell whoever the organizer is like, hey, we all need to be in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
We can request. Yeah.
As I'm saying, if we could just get an alley, just like CG alley, and I'll bring the fog. I'll bring the fog machine too. So it looks like sketchy. It just looks like a sketchy
And
neighborhood.
Matt can put his dick pic sticky notes on the floor again.
Vaughn, what's up?
Thomas.
What's up, Vaughn?
Vaughn was there. Vaughn talked the entire time. He didn't. I don't think he took one breath. He just did one long sentence the entire time he was there.
The entire weekend. I went to MegaCon 3-4 years ago. It was great, but that was before CG. I probably ran into you, but didn't know you then. It was weird.
Well, I mean, I think Graham Nolan can contest to this, but it was very CG friendly. It was like we had a really good time. It was everyone synced up very well, and everyone was going out to dinner and partying. It was everything worked out really well. We had a lot of good meetups.
Let's do it.
Let's do it,
Matt.
Let's do it,
dude. I'm ready. I'm
all right.
Matt's already there.
Oh,
we can share a table, Matt.
We're gonna meet up IRL. We're gonna find out that we're all real people. It'll be so cool.
It is kind of weird seeing some people in real life. I mean, from our point of view, it's it's interesting seeing everyone in the chat. But then like when someone comes up to you and says like, "Hey, I'm Southern Cecil," you're like, "Oh shit, you're Southern Cecil."
Yeah. Well, to me, meeting other creators wasn't weird because I met a few people at Heroes Con, but it was more like meeting people from chat because I don't know who anyone is, but they know like what I look like. But it's once you say the YouTube handle, it's like, oh, I know you. It's so funny.
I think it would be weird to meet Frog G in person.
It's like, you're a human? Oh no, my dreams are shattered.
Like you don't want to call them by their real names. Like they're like, "Hey, my name." You're like, "Yeah, whatever." It's like G.I. Joe. You're like, "I'm just calling you fucking Moromi." You know what I mean?
I work in the AAA
well,
towing industry.
So I don't know what his real name is. Moromi.
Nobody has their real name in the AAA towing industry. They're all like phonetics, so nobody knows anybody's real name. They're like, "Yeah, you know, Albert." It's like, who's Albert?
It's like gangsta names for AAA towing.
Yeah.
It's a whole like underworld. Well, Moromi has his real name.
It was weird. Twitter, like when I was hanging out with Jay Bama fan, like I didn't call him Jay once. Like I referred to him as Jay Bama fan. I was like, Jay Bama fan, get over here. Jay Bama fan.
Like, hey, what was the it's like Griever. What's the guy who was dressed up like PT, or he was dressed up like Shane?
His name is Mike. He's a funny dude.
He is. He was good. Because I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck was his name? Because like I know his handle, but I was like, fuck, what was his fucking name? Mike.
Yeah, I just doxed him, but I don't think
I didn't hear it.
Bad. I didn't hear it either because I was.
Well, we didn't. I didn't say what his actual handle was. I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, let's not say it. Yeah, t-shirts with their avatars on them. Everybody should do a name tag.
Chris,
it's like 80s made consumer. I don't know what 80s made consumer's real name is. He's just 80s.
Yeah. Yo, 80s.
Name tags would be good. And then like what did I just see that Chris Stanley says bring Dale Keown and Donnie in. Yeah, like Dale, I believe Dale is actually going to try to figure out a way to get down here because I guess he's not allowed to come. He's not allowed to come back into the country. He was bad.
In the 90s, he got caught. Oddly enough, there was a comic shop near me that had Rob Liefeld and I think Dave Johnson and a couple other people, and Dale Keown was supposed to be one of the guests. He got caught coming over the border, coming to this show. With weed from Canada, and they banned him.
And
he hasn't been back since.
Yeah, I think there's got to be some type of way of forgiveness, but yeah, we're gonna look into getting him over here. Because...
I mean, it's legal here now. I mean,
it's Canada.
Yeah, I know.
Can you just drive down? I mean, is there like gates?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He needs to drive down to Detroit and then get Malin to drive the rest of the way.
Yeah, we'll smuggle
him inside of an ice cream van.
Yeah,
we'll fucking pick him up in the woods. He'll hike through the woods. We'll pick him up on the road. You know, he'll
parasail across the lake.
He'll DB Cooper that shit. He'll fucking like halo across the border, and then we'll pick him up.
Oh my god, look, that's the joke. That's the joke with the name tags. It's silly. It's a joke. Golden apple. Who's Dale? Who's Dale? Dale Keown.
What the fudge?
I see Matt Yankee in the house. What's up, Matt?
Yes, Griever, that was you.
Hey, what's up? You'd have to take the bags to get back home. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Canada's fucking crazy.
Oh, that's
hopefully
true,
by next, I was gonna say hopefully by next year they loosen up, but it's Canada.
No, it's permanent.
Well, I mean, then Dale should just stay then.
Now. They want us to take even more vaxes now. Is what actually the new thing.
Are you fucking for real? I thought CDC dropped all their dog shit.
Literally nobody cares.
I don't know. I just read something like last week where they're like, "Yeah, there's more vaxes coming down the line," or something like that, and I was like, "What the fuck? I've already taken like 3 because of work." And I'm like, I can't. I don't know. And I've got some residual shit in this arm. I'm not saying it's anything, but I didn't really feel anything until after that had happened.
Yeah. You know, YouTube gods won't let us say too much. I think still. Well, they loosen up on it, but I I just don't like they shouldn't be forcing people to do it, and that's fucking stupid. Fucking.
Oh, I forgot to share.
I did it for the same reason Ethan did, which is that his mom wanted him to do it.
Yeah, it's hard with families like that, and travel. Like travel's a pain in the ass for me.
I have to travel to Maui now to see my mom, so I'm like,
that's the main
travel.
It's so annoying, but it's also like I've had COVID 3 times.
Did you see that, Patrick? Did you see that animated Jack Skellington like talking wreath that they made through Hallmark?
No.
It's crazy. The face is like, it looks like I don't even know how it works, but it's fully animated, and it says all these different phrases when you walk by it.
That's one of my main goals for either going to the Hollywood. Oh yeah, we got another one. Thank you. I want to go either to the LA Haunted Mansion or the Haunted Mansion in Tokyo, because it's like Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion. That's like the main reason I want to go there is for that.
Well, if you ever want to come out to the California one, I have family that works there, so I might be able to swing tickets.
Man, I'm not going to California again.
Yeah, fuck California.
Not even for the Haunted Mansion.
Not even for that. No, I would go to Japan before I would go to fucking California.
I want to go to the Japan one. My buddy who I work with,
I want to go to.
His wife was Japanese, and he went to Japan and went to the Disney there, and he was like, "Oh my god, he loved it."
Well, there's Disney.
I want to go to like the Totoro house.
There's Disney Sea is the big crazy
Disney
thing.
Sea is awesome. Is that what the one you're talking about?
Yeah. Disney Sea is the one that's like off the hook.
Yeah.
Rini's very good at selling robots.
00.
See, I just transformed. Buy PTP's robot. Buy it now.
Or just buy the comic. You can grab the comic too. Don't for people. I don't want people to think that this is solely a toy campaign, because it's not. We got a comic book over here
but
too.
You gotta. If you're going for this, you've got to go for the old school flavor, which is every toy comes with a comic.
Yeah, but some people, toys aren't for them, and I recognize that. But here's the thing: like, we're gonna have them like the toys later on. Like, they're gonna be more expensive later on.
A little bit of everything for everybody, though, so that's good.
Yeah, but if you like the comic, maybe you'll come back later and get the toy next time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. Oh, Nifato, I'm glad you appreciate the sound effect. Japan is still super locked down now, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it sucks. I want to go too. I love Japan. Good night, Nathaniel. And you say you're going to bed. All right. See you next time.
Have you ever done like a convention or anything like that over there before?
Oh shit, yeah, Tokyo Comic Con. I've done it like 3 times. I did Tokyo Comic Con, and one year I did 2 shows. It was like a really small show that was just put up by somebody I knew, and then a week after I did Tokyo Comic Con. It's
now,
really
did you
good.
get invited out to that?
No. Well, because I was nobody, but I lived in Taiwan at the time is the thing, so it's like super close. So, but it's an American style show in Tokyo. So I was like, well, that's perfect. I don't have to fly all the way to America to do a show. And, and it's also I get to just have an excuse to go to Japan and hang out. And it's, like I said, it's an American style show, and they invite a lot of foreign artists, but there's also a lot of local artists, and it's just really great because
is it still Reed Pop?
I don't think so. No, because at least I didn't see the same people there. I don't think it's Reed Pop. Because like the way it was organized was different. I didn't see the same people there, but it might have changed. But in my experience, it wasn't. I can't say it was very well run. They had, Marvel, DC, Hollywood had the booths there, but Artist Alley was also really huge, and I just really liked it because to the locals, all the American and Western creators are like they're so grateful to see you there, and it's like people are it's a different experience in American cons because this is a rare thing for them, so it's really special. It's not like America where
I'm stoked. I want to go.
Yeah, fans are always pretty nice, but in Tokyo is just everyone's like super polite, and I just had a really good time. I love it. It's so
I was actually looking into going. I was looking up the different cons and trying to figure out which one I said. Just real quick, Lieutenant Hughes, thanks. Thanks. I'll take that. Yeah, I know it's not for everyone, but we have other stuff too, like if you go to riotpressproductions.com, like we've got Johnny Phantasm, we got Ultrastar, we got Legend of Sleepy Hollow, we got other things. We're just trying to broaden our portfolio here. It's like I'm wrapping up Johnny Phantasm right now. Johnny Phantasm was also From the Heart. That was kind of like my love letter to the Batman animated series. Now I want to do kind of like my version of a robot story.
You went up again, Hero. Oh, look at that! It's like $700.
Oh, sweet.
That's right, friends. Let's do it today.
Awesome. Do I need to make more robot noises? Back PTP, Last of the Seekers.
Yay! Hey, whatever works.
I'm helping.
Yeah, you are helping. How's your book doing? Let's go look at your book. How's your book doing?
Oh, my book, right. I have a book. Let's see. What more? Are we at 101 now? Almost. It crawled up tiny little bit. I think
Lord.
I sold one more book. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're killing it. I mean, this is crazy. I mean,
it is.
I mean, I'm so happy that this turned out so well, since especially since you had such a rough time at the end half of your book with getting that book made.
Oh, yeah. Fucking shit, man.
This is really well deserved, because you kind of did go through some shit, and you kind of ate shit a little bit too.
I don't know. It does feel like I ate shit. Like, it really just annoys me because, it's part of it, and when it's me not knowing what I'm doing, I own up to it. Like the fulfillment, I thought I would have more help, and I didn't. But like the printing problems, that was out of my control, and it just really pissed me off because I wanted things to go smoothly. I tried to plan for it, but yeah, I was like, I'm really paranoid now. I'm hoping, obviously, things will go smoother because I got RJ doing my fulfillment and everything. But this was very heartening because honestly, I was really worried. I was like, because like putting out one book, at least for me, I don't know if you felt this, like chapter 1 is almost not that much pressure because I'm just like throwing out an idea, seeing how people like it. But chapter 2, you're under pressure to deliver and to top what you did the first time. So, and I'm sure like the pressure mounts from there, but I just feel like this is like the actual proving ground. So thank you guys for giving me another chance at backing this book. It's really amazing.
Yeah,
I love you guys. Yeah, and in case
that's one of the things that's kind of like unique about us over here in CG, which I think that when people kind of watch it, they try to figure out why. But it's like traditionally when you sell comic books, issue 1 you sell the most, and then issue 2 it gets smaller, then issue 3 it's like barely enough, or it's like we do this thing where, and it happened with Johnny Phantasm, it's happening with you at Fiendish. I'm sure it's going to happen with Inglorious Rex too, but it's like every book that we do, it gets bigger than the last one, instead of going the other way. It's not like the first one's really big and then it tapers off. It's like it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So
yeah, I mean, I almost feel like having it get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what she said. It's like how comics are supposed to go, though, because like that's how manga series work. And I feel like the manga model is such a good example for, well, this is like how you make comics and sell them competently, which is not what American model in the mainstream is doing at all. Because in manga, the second and the subsequent books are expected to sell more, and if they don't, you're done. You don't get published anymore. But that's not what happens in a lot of the mainstream books. You just get rebooted, and the same creator gets more work, even if they keep on failing series. And it was really disheartening. And I feel like, this is better if it should say something if your books obviously your book should be selling more chapter to chapter, and that means your story's getting better. That means you're gaining an audience, and at least don't lose the audience that you already have. That's the real proving ground for, if your product is worth something. What good comics, guys?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like everyone, like, we're all doing pretty good as far as like we all double our numbers and do better. So it seems like we're all doing it right.
I did surprisingly well for first time.
You did really well.
Yeah.
I was full of Goblin Girl too.
Gobby
Girl.
Barely expected to make I was hoping to make 8, so at least I could pay Billy to color the thing, and get it printed.
It was Gobby Girl.
Yeah, I mean that was your first. That was your first one. That's killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is still in demand. Everyone go check it out. By the way, in case you didn't know, Dan and Billy, who's a caller, son Goblin Girl has a cover on Fiendish, so this is their cover.
Yes.
So this is a variant.
We got 10 claimed.
There's more on the back end.
I know, but I'm just saying, there's 10 people that specifically wanted that cover.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty amazing. There's a lot of all-in people that are getting it, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. There's a lot. There's an all-in. I had a 24-hour semi all-in as well, and again, some stuff on the back end. So it's if you add the numbers up on the front, I mean, of course it doesn't add up, but it's because you guys know how it works. It's not his first comic. This is Dan's first crowdfunded comic.
Yeah, my first crowdfunded.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're new to this, so if you're new to Dan's art, welcome, enjoy. This is his specialty. This is the whole book. So if for nothing else, it is fantasy and action, but there's definitely also a lot of boobage, so you will not be disappointed.
But it's not just the boobs. I think that was probably, I don't know, it was a little bit of shock and awe to lay that out in front, but there's a lot, I would say it's the boob angle, I would say is probably 40% of the book. The rest of it is Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, violent, high fantasy stuff.
Oh yeah. I know that it's not it's just standard.
Yeah,
fantasy
there's 30 pages in the back of the book where she's not even in it because it goes on to tell more of another angle of the story. So yeah, but she's in it a lot.
But it's a nice attention grabber.
It is.
And here's similar to pages. These are all Boobsco pages. I like that name. I'm so proud of that name. It's a lovely pair of coconuts. They are. I really like a pair of coconuts.
Actually, let me not just talk about these other pages.
Sorry. Apparently I'm making TPPT. What's that? I spend too much money? I'm sorry, but I have to promote these books. I like them all so much. I see there's a lot of people in chat today who haven't seen Dan's work before. You're welcome. There's a couple. I see a couple of new names, so that's great. I'm so glad that I can introduce you to this loveliness. You shall not be sick enough. Look at that. That's so pretty.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, apparently, is Narwhal on Ethan's now?
Yeah, I think that's going on. So I know you were saying you wanted to go do that. If you want to jump over there, I'll probably do the same.
Yeah. Well, we can wrap up a little bit. But I promised I would go. Okay. I said I would do. I think I drunkenly said I'd do jumping jacks for 100K. So, and apparently Malin promised that I would do it on Ethan's stream, on his stream yesterday. So I guess that's what I'm going to be held to. Well,
all right.
Everybody.
Well, I guess that's your pitch to get people to go over there, huh?
Let's see. More jumping jacks if Fiendish gets to the next stretch goal. Look at these pages. Look at it. The colors look so great. So, but first of all, before that, I mean, just real quick, let me wrap up a little bit because I do want to update everybody on the fan art competition. So don't quite leave just yet. It'll just be a little while longer. But of course, before that, go check out Goblin Girl, por favor.
Yes, friends.
So yes, friends, do it. So Fiendish just hit 100K. still
It's so close
like
to 101.
to me. I'm just like, oh, it's a number. I'm not like realizing this actually is money for my campaign, and it hasn't.
That's great.
My brain cannot quite comprehend it yet, but
That's
thank
great.
you all very much.
And well deserved. Like you're a super nice person, and it's like I remember when you first started coming around, like on Shane's channel and stuff like that. We were like, we like this girl Irene. She's fun.
Yeah.
And now here you are killing it. So it's awesome to see.
Thank you. I try to be nice. But yeah, so there's a fan art competition. That was the first stretch goal. I have to figure out what the second one is. So the stretch goals are all the way at the bottom. Let's see. Let me just scroll fast. Let me just go all the way down. Here are the stretch goals. So 100K winning piece of the Fiendish 2 fan art competition will be printed in the comic. And also you get a $400 reward. That might go higher if you hit more stretch goals. So that's the current stretch goal we just met. I need to update this image so it actually shows that we hit that stretch goal. But, oh, hey, it's Jason. He's here just in time to close out. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
Jason is eating. Do you mind if I mute you?
I do. No, it's mukbang. It's mukbang time.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so I'm sorry, Jason. I'm so mean. No, there's a lot of like static in the back. Am I the worst? Chat, I'm the worst, right? I know I'm the worst. Am I going to be on EBS channel to jumping jacks in a bikini? I said nothing about a bikini. Comics Legend. I said nothing about a bikini. Oh my gosh, you guys. So anyhow, the
EBS is going to be in a bikini.
Do you own one? Do you own one?
I think I do.
You seem like a One Piece gal.
Yeah.
Really? You know,
with sleeves and leggings attached.
Like no. I actually
not a wetsuit.
Well, actually, I like actually swim. I don't just go to the beach to look pretty. So I have like the sports one pieces.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I think
I have like a cute looking one somewhere. How did you know? How do you know me that well?
She's like, I'm on a mission. I'm here to do laps.
No, yeah, I actually
it's functional.
I did competitive swimming, so like I fucking actually swim. I don't just sit there and sunbathe and show my ass. So that's right. So fan art contest. You guys can click over to the updates tab. I tweeted about it as well, but this is like the official page. All the rules, everything you need to know is here. And if you have any questions, like just comment right here, and that is the place to go for all the information. So I think I was pretty thorough. Here are the rules. I'm looking for one finished illustration of any scene, character, background, creature, and Fiendish. It's up to you. You can do a background or not. You can leave it blank. You just do one character, two characters. It's up to you. The only stipulations is I wanted to be something from Fiendish, please, por favor, and I would like it to stay true to the designs of the book. Like you can draw on your style. I want to see the submissions drawn in everyone's unique style, but for example, if you draw Casimir in like pixel art, please keep his haircut the same so you can tell it's him and that kind of stuff. And the awards, like I said, right now is 400 USD for the winner, and yeah, 400. And you also get printed. You already get printed. You also get printed in the back of Fiendish 2 when that does go to print. And then I'll pick 2 runner-ups for $50 each, and that'll be featured on the Indiegogo page and probably on the website as well. And all the submissions, I'll tweet them out. But I will. So far, I have like 3 awards planned, but there might be more if we get to further stretch goals. And the due date is Halloween, October 31st. I think that's a really easy to remember due date. So submission details and the dimensions are all right here as well. So that's and here's a nifty image for you to download and keep with you so you can remember all the stipulations. So I hope that's interesting for people, and I hope there are people who are going to do it.
I'm interested to see what people come up with. I always love seeing these kind of contests. Actually, I think I might rip off everyone and do one as well because I think it's a neat way to get some good illustrations of our characters.
Yeah.
I like John's have his contests. I mean, it's funny because like I judged the Graveyard Shift contest, and Jose Garcia won it, and then he ended up drawing the next one. So it's like you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen from like winning these contests.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not really looking for anyone to draw. I like doing my own interiors, but like covers, pinups, you never know what you might need an artist for. So
That's right.
I think, I really like the competition thing. I ripped it off from Shane and Malin too. Obviously, no shame about that. But it's just such an awesome idea to give back to the fans because they get money, and also artists that don't have experience in the mainstream and don't have a big following get to flex their muscles and get a large amount of exposure. And I think that's what I'm all about.
Skull Leader wants to know how lewd can the art be?
I don't care. As good as you want it to be. I don't. Yeah, if I post on Indiegogo, I'll have to censor it for Indiegogo, but I'm not approved, so do whatever you want. And Twitter doesn't care. You can like do whatever you want on Twitter. Like I don't know. I feel like because I might get some judges because I don't want to just be me, but I will say like as long as it's aesthetic, like I wouldn't be really impressed if it's just straight up porn. But if it's like a sex scene but it's tasteful, that's great.
No,
I'm not
no penetration.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It really doesn't matter to me. Just do whatever you
want.
Oh,
really? Okay, damn. That's usually my rule. Like when someone like asks me at a con, like how what's the rules? I'm just like no penetration.
No, I don't even care about that. The only thing is like obviously nothing illegal, please.
Yeah.
Clearly, sword that's my line.
No pictures of Muhammad. Nothing like that.
Shit.
Well, I don't think anyone
no
would be
implied child shenanigans.
Yeah, more like kids stuff because I have some young characters. I don't think anyone in chat is thinking of doing that, but in case there's some crazy person out there who is thinking,
I've had it happen at conventions. I've had to tell people no.
Yeah, let me just be very clear. That's where I draw the line, like kids. Okay, so Mark Siva is signing in. Awesome. Yeah, so just go on the updates tab, and here's all the information. You have until Halloween. Draco's asked, can it be black and white, or do the submissions need to be color? It can be black and white as long as it's finished. Because I actually was talking to my colorist about this, and like I was going to say, well, I want it to be finished and at least inked, but then I realized sometimes people will do pencil art and it'll be really polished. So as long as to a regular, like to a common, reasonable person, like the legal term, I don't know how to describe to like a regular viewer, it seems like this is a finished piece and it's ready for print in a book, then that's fine. I don't care what medium you use. Like you want to oil paint, you want to, I don't know, draw something in sand, crochet,
sand.
Go for it.
Paper mache.
Paper mache.
Or like origami.
Or origami, yeah. No redo. Oh my, probably not. Oh no, now everybody's pushing my boundaries. Now what am I doing? Please, yeah, that's my line. No lolly. Yep. Okay. Yes. Narwhal.
No lolly. Oh my god.
No lolly. Please, no lolly.
Macaroni art.
you guys
do
really...
like macaroni fiendish characters, like pasta.
Oh my god. I mean, go for it. That would be kind of cool, actually.
Remember in Seinfeld when Kramer made like the little sculptures out of pasta?
No, I don't.
Oh, he made like little figurine characters of George, Jerry, and Bette Midler, but in pasta versions. He like.
Oh, that would actually be pretty awesome. I think that.
It was macaroni. Midler was for Bette Midler. And then Jerry was I forget what it was. Yeah, Fusilli Jerry, and he's like, "Why Fusilli?" And he's like, "'Cause you're silly."
Oh my god, that's so terrible. Okay, all right. Okay, so wrapping things up, Last of the Seekers by Riot Press
Yeah,
Studios. Is
thanks everyone
coming?
that picked up a book and a toy tonight. I really appreciate it, and I think this is going to be awesome. Like this is like one of those worthwhile projects. I mean, obviously they're all worthwhile, but we're trying to do something a little bit different here, and we're trying to reach some new people as well. Trying to get some of those robot collectors in here. Same thing I did with the Johnny Phantasm action figure. You know, it's like I scooped up some new people in that venture. So I'm trying to do my part. I'm trying to branch out. If you see something you like, please grab it. Comic book, toy, T-shirt, whatever. Or just a retweet. You know, if you're not into it, just retweet it out. You know, those are free.
Robots make great Christmas gifts for children.
I've heard.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you muted that long.
It's okay. I understand.
I'm the worst. I'm sorry. It was just a joke.
Yes.
I did.
Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Confirmed.
You're going to. TPPT says you're going to buy Fiendish. Who's involved? That's my book. So Fiendish is my book, and I pretty much do a lot. I did this cover.
The whole kit and caboodle.
I kind of do everything except interior colors. I do the cover, I do the writing, I do the inks and the pencils and everything. But,
I did the cover,
and you make up the language too.
That's
I do the trailer, I do all the advertising, I kill myself doing fulfillment. But Dan did this variant cover, so he has a variant cover
like my
on
stuff.
here.
It's right there.
Yeah. So and there's
like
this one. That's not available right now, but it should be available Friday night. So if you guys want to hop on Friday night, this is like going to be sporadically available throughout the campaign. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope you
sporadically available.
Alrighty.
Instead of emotional damage, you know, doing
I got
emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Clicked on the wrong thing. There you go. Emotional damage. Okay. All right. Where can you find everybody? I'm gonna go over to support Narwhal.
Yay, Narwhal.
PTP.
I'll be over there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna tell me where to follow you.
All right. Well, yeah. Follow me at Riot Press Productions on YouTube. Sub to my channel. I talk about toys. I talk about comics. I do time-lapse videos, and go check out Last of the Seekers. You might like it.
Ooh, alrighty. There's a cricket that's really loud.
I'm sorry. I'm causing all sorts of trouble, aren't I?
No, you're fine.
I'll just go.
No, okay. Where can we find you? Jason hopped into absolute last minute.
I didn't know you were ending. You can find me at Riot Press Productions on Twitter. My book is Last of the Seekers. Back it today.
That's me.
Oh wait, no, that's PTP. Find me here. You can find me.
Yeah, Jason. Everyone follow Jason. Hey, Dan. Everybody follow Boob Dan. He's muted, but there's his handle. There. Do you need help? There you go.
I thought it was the cricket. There's a cricket outside that just kicked in like a minute ago.
Oh yeah.
No, that was my cricket. I'm muting.
That was yours? Okay.
I'm muting my cricket now.
Mine's out there chirping right now.
I knew you guys lived together.
It's like dueling crickets.
You snuggle together at night.
We're besties.
So, everybody follow Dan for the boobs.
Follow me on the Boob Dan art on YouTube, Instagram, the Twitter, all those things. Go back some Goblin Girl on the Indiegogo. It's up there now. 80s made. He knows. And then be sure to look out for Frog G. The Link Master himself, his book Frog G is out there, and I'm doing a variant cover for it. Here's the sample art of said variant cover.
Oh my god!
So working on some other pieces.
Name.
But yeah, so that, and then Fiendish, get the all in so you get all the covers, or if you already did that, go and just buy a single cover of my cover, which is the Boobsco cover.
Yeah, only buy Dan's cover. That's all you need to do. I appreciate it, Dan.
And then head over to Patrick's and buy some robots, because that's where I'll be as well.
Yes. I guess so.
Robots are good.
Robots are good.
Robots are good.
Robo.
Matt is off camera again, but everybody go follow Matt Barr.
Follow me. I'm looking tired. I feel tired. Follow me on Twitter. I'm doing all kinds of stuff for everybody because I love it and I love them. So there you go.
TPPT so funny. All right. Thank you, Matt. And there's me. Hello. What does? See, you got a new fan today, Dan. I don't think TPPT didn't know your art before this.
Okay, awesome.
Stargiga says Empire tier. Yeah, thank you. That was one of the secret perks. So thank you so much for signing up early and supporting campaign. You can follow me at Rini Draws everywhere, but I'm usually mostly on Twitter. I've abandoned most other sites except occasionally Instagram. Obviously, check out Fiendish on Indiegogo. Chapter 2 just launched and is doing really, really well. And
101.
Just.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dope.
Okay. Woo! Okay. So
she's teaching us all.
Yay, 101. Thank you guys.
It was
so
inevitable.
So,
Yeah.
it's like Taipei 101.
I'm saying now, we're going to 200. Let's do 200.
Yay!
We're doing 250. We're going 250.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Calm down now. So it's just
Okay.
we'll see. One step at a time. So, anyways, you can also links are all in the description. My merch and stuff, and the website for Fiendish. So go check that out. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm gonna hop over to Ethan's. Hopefully, you should have a link, but I promise I'd go over to Super Narwhal. So rate his channel, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right. See you guys. Bye. Bye. Where's my trailer? Oh.